this is Walt Disney. I would like to welcome all of you to the Park Streamers Hangout tonight. Bob, Danny, and Cordy are dear friends, and I know they have an amazing podcast for you. So thanks for joining us tonight, and enjoy the show.
Well, hey kids, dreamers, and jammers. Welcome to our first podcast from the brand new channel, Park Streamers Hangout. I'm so happy you could all join us. We've got a gigantic show planned for you. We've got lots of surprises, lots of guests to be joining us as well. But I'm going to start by introducing my wonderful co-hosts. We've got Cordy in California and Bob, Berry Place 28. But Cordy, would you let the people know where they can find you on social media?
Of course. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. Cordy in California.
Awesome. Thank you. And Bob, would you let everybody know where they can find you on social media?
Sure. You can find me at Berry Place 28 at YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, X, and Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you. And you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and X, all of them at Theme Park Casual. And again, thank you everybody for joining us. Like I said, we've got a jam-packed show for you tonight. One thing I would like to remind you guys, though, is help us get this channel off the ground. Share it out to your friends. Let everybody know. We normally hang out on all of our individual channels, so people are used to seeing us there. Not everybody knows about the new channel, so if you could help us out by just sharing it out to your friends, that would be very much appreciated. So with that, I think we're going to sort of get started with our first topic. And our first topic is we've got the CHOC Walk coming up. And first off, before we go any further, I need to say thank you to so many of you for not only joining the team, which we're going to have some of our team members joining us in just a moment, but for everybody that has donated. I'm absolutely flabbergasted at the amount that we have been able to raise so far. We're not done yet. With this amazing team of park streamers, we have already raised $8,416. So before we do anything else, applaud for all of these incredible people donating. And thank you to all our team members who, speaking of, let's bring some of them in, shall we, Bob?
Let's do it. First up, we got George and Lynn Ray.
Yay.
Hey, guys.
Welcome in, guys.
Yeah. You can say
I wasn't sure if Bob was going to keep talking or not, but thank you guys. You guys were among the first to join us, join the team. And Lynn, you are already kicking butt with the fundraising. You've got over $1,000 already raised. So thank you so much for joining with us. While we have you here, why did you want to join the team? Have you guys ever done CHOC Walk? Is it something that you guys are familiar with?
I'm going to let George answer this one.
So I think we first saw Cordy post it. I even texted her, this is open for everybody, because we kind of got excited. We have a very dear friend that I work with. And his little boy's name's Micah. He was at the time, I think 4 or 5 years old. He's now 8, and he's been dealing with I want to say it right. He has B-cell acute lymphoblastic cancer, and for a 5-year-old little boy, it's just tragic. So when we saw the CHOC Walk, we jumped on it, and then Lynn follows his wife pretty closely, so it's close to our hearts. So that's why.
That's a great cause.
Yeah. So and we jumped on. I even texted or whatever Cordy. I said, "Wait, we're okay to walk, right?" Because I didn't know if it was just for park streamers or what. So no, it's just awesome. The cause is what got us. So we're just eternally grateful to be part of it.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you guys for joining and fundraising, and we're looking forward to spending Sunday morning walking with you in the early hours.
Yes, early.
All right. Who else we got backstage, Bob?
We have the Living Dead fam, all 3 of them, and they are some amazing, part of the team as well.
Yes, definitely. Welcome in, guys. Again, thank you for joining us for fundraising with us.
Hi, guys. So excited.
This is our daughter, Mary. And Mary, why don't you explain why we're part of this CHOC Walk?
Absolutely. So my name is Mary Harkson. I'm their living dead daughter. I am Silas Bebo's mommy. This is my son, Silas, and he's at CHOC in this picture.
Oh.
When I was 20 weeks pregnant, I found out that my son had a birth defect, and they gave him a 50% chance at life. And when he was born, he fought on this earth for 53 days bravely. And then when we took him off of life support, he went straight to heaven right away. And I have my most recent son, my rainbow baby, who's 18 months old, his little brother, Silas's little brother, and he'll be at the walk with me. So I'm so excited to be bringing him. But this is my angel baby, Silas, and we are walking for him and fundraising for him in honor of him and his life. It's painful, but we all have like an incredible guardian angel over us all the time. And we are so grateful for that. And I just couldn't thank God enough more for what he's giving me, a supportive family and a rainbow baby and a guardian angel. So yeah, that's why we're here. That's why we're going to the CHOC Walk, and that's why we're fundraising, because these children, they deserve it. And even though some of our babies don't survive, there are babies out there who have a chance and they deserve to fight. So CHOC is so important to me. It's an amazing hospital, and I think every doctor and nurse I met there treated us with love and respect the whole time. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Wasn't ready for that.
We threw a curveball at you guys.
Yeah,
whoever didn't let us know that was going to happen.
I'm not crying.
Yeah.
You're crying.
But
I know.
No, that's wonderful.
This has been we wanted to do this before meeting you guys. Obviously the last year was just too hard for us. So when Cordy brought this to our attention to be with other new friends and loved ones, and this is our reason right here. So it's been a really big blessing in our family, and thank you so much for including us. I don't think you realize what you did for others by such a simple invitation.
Yeah. When my mom told me, she said, the Park Streamers join our team. We're going on a CHOC Walk. And I was so excited because I think my heart has been needing to do something for my son. And because CHOC is so close to him and he spent 6 weeks of his life fighting there, it was perfect. I was like, well, totally meant to be. So I can't thank you guys enough for even doing the CHOC Walk, and fundraising. And it's a huge deal. So I appreciate that. And you guys inviting them who extended the invitation to me, I feel very lucky. So thank you.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you for joining us. We'll have another little thing to announce in just a minute, but wow. Let's go ahead and bring in Disneyland before before I completely lose it here.
Mary and Living Dead fam, thank you so much. We didn't realize that.
We had no idea.
That we weren't expecting that, but it's obviously sad to hear the story about Silas, but at the same time, what a great reason for being here and joining us, and we appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
last
there
but not
they
least,
are.
Donnieland and Jen's Crochet.
Hello. Yeah, that's exactly why we're here,
It's the countless stories that you see personal wise, seeing Living Dead daughter and Living Dead fam, and then even people that you maybe haven't met that you come across online on Instagram, and you hear these stories of how CHOC has helped families, how they keep the family together. You're there, and they couldn't do these things if it wasn't for all these donations and all these things to make this happen for these families. It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend I worked with, and his baby was at CHOC. Survived, thankfully, and yeah, he couldn't speak, high enough about everybody that's involved with CHOC. So yeah, it's a cause. Like I said before, I met Mrs. Casual. Her and her goddaughter would do the CHOC Walk every year, and I joined them several years, and then it kind of fell off of our radar. And when the channel started growing, that's when Mrs. Casual, approached me and said, "You need to do something more with the channel than just go and hang out at Disneyland." And that's when we decided that, the memberships, it's going to be, a quarterly donation. And then she suggested CHOC Walk, and to see, if we could get, a team like this assembled to do it. And like I said, when we first posted the team, our goal was $2,000, and we are quickly approaching $10,000. And hopefully, now that people can see that we are walking for more than just random names out there, that we have one in our community that we will be walking in honor of. And that's actually one of the things I wanted to bring up, is that I contacted, CHOC contacted us when they saw that we had a team and were asking questions. And as part of it, I asked, is there a family that, a lot of times with these kind of hospitals, families uproot their lives in an effort to save their children. Mm-hmm. And sometimes are from out of state and have nobody, no real support network around them. So I asked, is there a family that is like that, or just is there a family that we could walk in honor of their child, so that maybe their child in the hospital would be able to see their picture on a poster and know that there's people that are pulling for them. And when they got back to me, they said, we'd actually like to have you walk in honor of a family that just lost their kiddo. And so they haven't given us all the details quite yet, but basically we are walking in honor of the guardian angels that have left us all too early. So Silas will be one of those that we are walking in honor of. And we are proud to be able to hold his picture, hold his memory with you as we walk and try to help other families not have to go through what you did, is our hope.
Yes.
And so, again, thank you to everybody. You guys have no idea what this means to me. And like I said, I was not expecting to have that kind of an announcement here, but it goes right in line with everything that we've been doing, everything that's been lining up with this, how it's gone so far beyond what the little stone that I threw out there at the time, what the ripples have done so far. And like I said, we're not done. I'm hoping that there's still a lot of people out there with generous hearts that are going to be able to give just a little bit more for us. Let us reach that $10,000 goal. And Sunday, like I said, we'll be walking in honor of Silas and all the other little guardian angels. So,
and thank you guys for being so empathetic and loving towards that situation. I know it's death, especially child death, can be hard to talk about. So just seeing you guys feel touched by that means a lot to me. And I think that it does take a genuine group and a genuine community of people to feel that way towards other people. I know that in this day and age, it's not so easy to find a loving and close group of people that can be empathetic to other people's situations. And I think that we are that way when it comes to other children at CHOC, when it comes to my child at CHOC. And it is just really heartwarming to see that you guys feel the exact same way and helping people, even people you don't know. So that's really appreciated as a mother of an angel.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. And real quick, just to share with you too, because we do have some other people who are on our team who are not here tonight. So if you go to our Park Streamers page, by the way, And by the way, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys real quick. Basically, oops, I got to go to the comments. Here we go. So here at the Park Streamers, we also have Coda Bear the Explorer. Obviously, he wasn't able to make it tonight. We also have CL with us, Slim Devon Adventures. Obviously, Mary and Living Dead and George are there. Winks Wild Ride, he was unable to join us tonight, but he's a part of it as well. Living Dead Mom's like there twice. She's a Living Dead fan and mom. And then we have Doom Boogie. So thank you to all the people who are part of our Park Streamers, CHOC Walk team. We really appreciate it. And we can't say thank you enough because obviously, everyone's contributing to try to raise as much money as we can for this great cause and organization. And I'm really happy to be a part of it as well. Okay, well, I didn't know I was going to have to use tissue for this.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I had a napkin here, but
yeah.
Well, you know what? We went around the horn a little bit as to why people are doing this. Cordy, we haven't heard from you.
I mean, it's just a cause that I've known about. Me and my daughter have walked in the past. It's just something I think, even if it hasn't touched you personally, that it's just something like just knowing what they do for people, like to give you that comfort and that ease, like when you're going through something like that in your child. So when Danny, Theme Park Casual, brought it to us and was like, hey, we all immediately were like, yes, of course we would love to, And I'm so happy that it blossomed into what it has. So happy to have all of you with us, and just, you guys are so great. So that's it.
Yeah. All right. So in an effort to make this a little bit more fun for you guys with the CHOC Walk, we have actually been able to secure some items. These were given to us by CHOC to be able to raffle out. And we're hoping that we can get every one of our participants up to at least the level so that they can join us on the walk if they decide to. We've got a couple of accounts that need to get pushed over that little mark. But we've got some giveaway prizes, and I'm going to let Bob take over because he's got all the photos and everything. So he's got that ready. But we do need to get some of our walkers up over the $125 mark. So as we're showing you what we've got here to raffle out, possibly be thinking of to help spread the love a little bit around the accounts here, so that we can get all of our friends to the walk if they choose to do it.
So I just wanted to go back to this page. I just shared this link in our chat. And if you click on that link, it'll take you here, or if you copy and paste it into your browser, it'll take you here. Everyone that's on our team here is trying to raise money. All the money goes into one account, which is right up here. It's $8,526.
Refresh that page, Bob.
Oh, it needs to be that. Sorry. 8,701. There we go.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you for telling me to refresh. I know we got some people probably donating right now. So we have 14 participants. Now you can click on anyone. So for example, Theme Park Casuals here. If you click on his page or his name, it'll take you to his page. You can donate directly to his page to help him raise money. Now remember, even though you're donating to his page, it goes to the Park Streamers total. But we do need to get some of us over that mark. If you are able to donate tonight, you can go to the Park Streamers page, click on one of us that you want to donate money to, and in honor of whoever you want to, and that way you can help them raise money. Obviously, Jen's Crocheting Johnnyland just joined us. Winks Wild Ride still needs to get a little bit of help. So does Doom Boogie and Living Dead Mom, even though she's part of Living Dead fam. And obviously, Yeah. So whatever you guys can do to help is awesome. We appreciate it. But Danny was able to get in touch with CHOC and ask them if there's anything that we can do as far as giveaways. And Disney was generous enough to actually donate a bunch of items. Now, Danny ordered them. I went and picked them up from CHOC a few weeks ago, and my daughter and I took some photos of them today, and she was my little model. So we're going to see some pictures with Ariel and these amazing prizes. What we want to do is let you know that everything that we're going to show you right now, if you donate $25 or more, everyone that donates $25 or more to any of the Park Streamers channels here to our team is going to be entered into a drawing to win these items. Some of the items are pretty good, and some of them are definitely worth a lot more than $25. So we hope that you will take the time, if you haven't donated already, to maybe make a donation today or sometime by or before Friday. I know that a lot of us are trying to, get up by Friday, the numbers that we're trying to hit, but that's what we're going to do. So, and by the way, if you've already donated and you already donated $25 or more, you're going to be entered in that raffle as well. So it's not just people who are donating
and
tonight.
Every $25 gets you an entry. So you donate $100, you've got 4 entries into the raffles.
Yeah, pretty awesome, right? So that is pretty amazing. So let's go ahead and share what some of these items are, and then I'm going to talk about another little raffle I think we're going to be doing. Let me bring up these photos. All right. Oh, there's Ariel. Okay, so these are the photos that we took today, and one of the prizes is actually a bag from SeaWorld. Now, this is something that I added. Ariel's off to the side watching me. Hi, how's it going? So what we did is we also got some CHOC items. And so what we did, yes, you are. She's like, am I on screen? Yeah, you're in the background. What it is we put some of the CHOC items together. Yes. She's like, are you on live public? Yes, we are. So some of the items that are here. In one hand, she has a little koozie for soda or can of beer or whatever you want. It also has a first aid kit on top of it. Next to that is a flyer for the CHOC Walk. It's actually this flyer right here, which I'll probably be showing you a little more detail on. And then also there's a little pair of socks. There's some sunscreen. There's a reusable straw, and there's also what was the last thing there? I think it was a water bottle is there, and that was it. So there's quite a few little items to go with that. So you get the CHOC Walk, was that swag, as well as the SeaWorld duffel bag, and that's a pretty cool duffel bag I got from SeaWorld, and I donated it to this raffle that we're going to be doing. The next thing that we have is this cute little mini sequins plushie. Now, the cool thing about this plushie is that you can, put the sequins up one side or down. This is how she normally looks, obviously. So cute. If you move the sequins up, then it actually changes color, and she goes from red to white, and then her face turns purple with purple winking eyes, which I think is kind of cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is, right? And then we can't do Minnie without Mickey. So here's the same one, but a Mickey Mouse. All right. Very, very cool and adorable. And then with that, it does go in reverse. When you reverse it, his pants go from black to a blue color. It looks like a dark blue, but it's actually a light blue. And his face turns purple as well. Oh, my daughter says I'm wrong. It's turquoise. Okay. All right. So those are 3 of the prizes so far that we're going to be raffling off. The next one is this big Stitch plushie. I don't think Ariel wanted to part with this one because she loves Stitch, and you can see she's got her Stitch hat on there. But yes, we are going to be giving away this really big Stitch plushie. It looks a little bit smaller than it is, but it's a big one. So, and then the coup de grace, we have a Loungefly backpack, and it's a Dumbo Loungefly backpack. Actually, let me see if I can bring it up here. I'm not sure if you. Well, actually, let me let me stop sharing. But this is the Loungefly backpack. You can
make yourself the full screen, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I probably should do that, huh? Yeah, that's smart. Okay, Here we go. Loungefly backpack with the Dumbo on it. So cool. What? So cool. What? Hi. There we go.
Hold it right there.
I'm not gonna move. How's that? But it's a really, really cool backpack. So I hope you guys like them. Let me break out the other ones here.
Looks like old school 70s television effects.
I know, doesn't it? So there's the Minnie Mouse. You see, it's pretty big, right? And you got Mickey Mouse, of course. Oops, fading into my picture there. And then, of course, last but not least, you got Stitch. Pretty big Stitch.
His head's bigger than yours.
I know, isn't that crazy? So, I mean, those are some pretty cool giveaways. And so, again, if you make a $25 donation, right, or more, and for every $25 that you actually make, so if you do donate $100 and you get 4 entries, every single person who's donated $25 or more will get those entries, and we'll be raffling those off. And if I'm correct, when are we doing the raffle? Did we decide on that one yet?
I don't think we've decided. We'll probably, I think we'll attempt, depending on the logistics of everything of the night before and whatnot, we may try to do it during the CHOC Walk itself. We do plan to be live streaming that morning. I don't know if all of the streamers will be bringing their equipment to stream, but I will. And so as far as I know, they've told us that we are fine for streaming. I think that there might be a couple of times where we are in backstage areas at the parks, in which case then we will have to, put the camera down, go to BRB screen while we're in the backstage areas. But other than that, they've told us that we should be fine for live streaming. I saw that Mice Chat last year did stream at least 30 minutes of the walk. So if we don't get the entire walk, we will definitely get at least a chunk of it. And like I said, there could be 12 different streams going right in our little group. So hopefully the prizes will spur you on to maybe make just one more little gift toward your favorite streamers out there. And like I said, we're trying to get all of our teams up over the $125 mark, so that anybody that wants to join us at the walk is able to. But I can't say thank you enough to all of you out there. This has been, beyond what I ever imagined would happen. Like I said, our first goal was $2,000, and thanks to a couple of amazing streamers out here who've invited so many of you, we smashed through that quickly, and we were like, okay, we're going to have to change it to 3,000. Then it was like, okay, now we have to change it to 5,000. Now we have to change it to 7,500. Now we're up to 10,000, guys. So I can't say thank you enough. And Bob, if you want to refresh the tally, we are already at 8,876. You guys are absolutely amazing. You're blowing us away. This is so much fun to know that we've got an incredible community out here. And I've said it on my stream, and I'll say it again here. Throughout my life, the Lord has always put the right people in my path, and this is no different. The amazing people that I've been able to become friends with at the parks through this live streaming little thing that I'm doing has been not only just fun and amazing, it's kind of, I don't want to say saved my life, but it's actually changed my life so much for the better because of meeting people like Bob and Cordy and all of you. It's just been, literally life-changing for me. And I can't say thank you enough. And I can't say thank you enough to Mrs. Casual for, basically pulling me aside and saying, hey, you got to do something more. Because I would have probably just said, what can I do? I'm just one measly little streamer. But joining forces with the likes of people like Cordy and Bob, this is what can happen. All of a sudden, there's an incredible group of people all around and marching toward a common goal. I'm literally blown away, you guys.
And it looks like we got a question here. Cordy, do you want to?
Yeah,
Read
just
that question
I thought
first?
this might be a question, right? Oh, I was like, it's a good question, Zombies, but do you have to be in the stream?
No, because we've got people that have donated before, and people that, you know, I've gotten donations from people that don't watch me as a streamer. So as long as we have contact information, the prize is yours to accept, or you can say no, thank you. I don't, was happy to donate. I don't need a prize. But no, you do not have to be in stream. This will be a winner for whatever, because we've got a lot of people that are going to be eligible, and we don't want to, limit it to just the people that are able to watch during the stream. We want to make sure that if somebody wins for donating, we want to make sure that they do get a prize. This is not about watching us in any way, shape, or form. This is about helping CHOC fulfill their mission of letting every child go home with their parents healthy.
I wanted to add something real quick. We want to get everybody over the 125. So if we could do that, right? I think we're getting really close to our entire team hitting that. And of course, I mean, this all goes to CHOC, so it's for that. But I just wanted to let you guys know. So I have someone who's matching every dollar that's donated on my.
Wow.
So
if you have someone matching, Cordy, make sure you let Danny and I know, so we can get a hold of the person at CHOC Walk, so that we can let them know before, so that they can do that, because they don't do.
It's already done.
But you just have to let CHOC know beforehand, so that they can have like the prize stuff ready and all that stuff. And
I don't.
info.
For who?
Well,
but they don't. They're anonymous.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. Okay, so let me refresh the page again to see where we're at here. Excuse me real quick. Oh, we're at 8,901 now.
You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you guys are. So one of the other things I'm actually doing for my channel, and I sent it out to my mods, and I put it out on Instagram and all my social media channels, that I actually got this. I'm going to share it with you guys. One sec. Okay. So for those of you who are not familiar with what this is, and most of you should, this, by the way, is the Haunted Mansion Omnimover patent that Bob Gurr actually created when he was helping to build the Haunted Mansion ride. He actually signed several of these, and I was able to get a couple copies of these autographed actually by Bob Gurr, which is pretty amazing. So what I'm doing for my channel is that anyone that donates $50 or more to my channel, I'm going to raffle this off on my birthday, July 25th, next week, while I'm at the park. But since I got more than one, I'm going to do that offer tonight as well. So if you want a piece of Disney history signed by the original Imagineer who helped create the Haunted Mansion Omnimover, and you donate $50 to my channel tonight, what we'll do is at the end of the broadcast, we'll go ahead and enter everyone's name on that. My dad just joined in. He just did $100. Thank you, Dad. And we'll go ahead and spin and see who wins, and then we'll give 2 of these away, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, please, don't feel obligated just to donate to my channel. If you have someone else that you want to sponsor and donate to, please help them tonight, especially if we're trying to get them over the $125 mark. But I just want to throw that out there so we can try to make some more money tonight. And if you're a Disney fan and you want a piece of Disney history that's autographed by the actual Imagineer, that's a pretty cool thing to take home and win. So we'll do that at the end of the broadcast tonight. But just wanted to share that with everyone. What's that?
I said I copied you. I don't have something as cool as this, but I have my. Well, I got it.
What are you doing?
For something, but a Jabba the Hutt, the talking Jabba the Hutt. So that I just totally copied him. I was like, yeah, there we go. Let's do that.
But that's cool, because a lot of people want the Jabba the Hutt, and not many people have gotten, or those who.
Well, did you want to let everybody know about it, Cordy?
Yeah, it's same exact thing. You donate the $50, and then I'm not going to do it tonight, but I was going to do like a raffle kind of thing this weekend. So even if you donated 50 in the past, right, already, but just anyone $50 or more, you'll be entered into the raffle for the Job of the Hut. And then can I donate a Millennium Falcon to our prize bucket?
Our overall prize bucket? Sure.
Absolutely.
So there is a Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket now available that's going to go to one of our incredible $25 or more donors. And then, well, if everybody's going to be doing giveaways, I've got to announce what I'm going to do for a giveaway. Mine, it does require a goal to reach, but if we can get the Theme Park Casual account to $1,000, I will raffle off a ticket to Disneyland, and you're welcome to do with it as you please. So if you're a Magic Key holder and you win it, you can bring a friend. If you're out of state, but you know someone who is going to be going to Disneyland, you'd like to give it to them, you can give it to them. I will also add that the winner of that ticket, should scheduling permit, I would be happy to join you at Disneyland if you would like to have a hangout with TPC. Not required at all. By all means, you can go to Disneyland and have your fun on your own. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm just happy to have the chance to be able to do something like that. But like I said, if we get to $1,000, we're only $75 away, so I'm hoping that we can make it. But anybody that donates $25 or more will be entered into the raffle. Multiples of 25 get multiple entries. And I believe the only stipulations is the ticket must be used by July 10th next year and is not valid from Christmas to New Year's Eve this year. So, but other than that, it is valid and you can use it as long as you make a reservation. So there's lots of stuff there's lots of prizes, guys, and we're just looking to, have more donations come into CHOC. This is not necessarily benefiting us in any way. We don't, put anything on you guys. There's no have to be a subscriber or member, anything like that. We just want to raise funds for CHOC and do as much good as possible and show that, us park streamers do more than just annoy people with our gimbals and phones out at the parks all the time.
Yep.
So
broke Jen.
Oh,
it broke Jen.
You killed me.
And we're still getting donations. We're still getting donations. Jen's Crochet and Donnyland have just cleared $135.
Oh my!
That's awesome. Hold on, I gotta refresh my page and then share it. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you broke Jen again.
What? I broke the internet.
You broke Jen again.
Oh, broke Jen. Oh, sorry, Jen. I was trying to break the internet.
Thank you.
All right, so
you guys are absolutely amazing. This is,
look at that, 135. Woo!
This is insane, you guys. You guys, like I said, I never could have dreamed that it would be, this big. El Capitan Toontown bucket to donate, and a mini sipper, Donald Sipper from Toon. Holy mackerel, Brian!
That's
you guys.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'll leave it up to Brian. Are we bundling that as one prize, or do you guys want to give it out to 3 people? But Brian will give you first dibs as to how you would like your prize to be distributed. But you guys are amazing. My goodness. I don't know what to say anymore. It's like I keep saying thank you, but it feels like that's not enough anymore.
Can I add to the giveaway as well?
Uh-oh.
I have Donald, and I'm going to make the matching Daisy, and I would love to put the pair in for the giveaway, please.
Thank you, Jen.
All right, we've got a Donald and Daisy donated from Jen's Crochet and Donnyland.
Okay, I want to know what I have to do to win that.
Well, Jen, it's up to you. Is it a $25 donation? You can have it at whatever level you would like.
The one that you guys were doing where you just do the raffle, I mean,
Okay.
I'm just beyond speechless and thankful and grateful, and I just
Jen can't speak anymore.
I can't. I'm done.
Oh my gosh, Slim Devin. So whoever, if we can get to the $1,000 mark on Theme Park Casual, not only is that person going to win a free Disneyland ticket, but Slim Devin is throwing in a $100 Disneyland gift card.
Thank you, Devin.
Wow.
You guys are killing me here. You guys are.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna have to take over for the rest of the night. I thought I was doing bad, but Jen's doing worse.
No, this is wonderful. I know it's very emotional, but this is just such a wonderful, positive.
Yeah, this is
amazing.
This is going beyond, like I said, what I.
Well, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be at the park. I guess it was Saturday when we celebrated right after Jen's birthday. And the one thing Lynn and I have noticed that I think we're the only non-streamers in this group. The one thing I noticed is I don't think you guys realize how many people you touch. We were in front of Big Thunder. Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. And there was Bob was there and Cordy was there, and just the people that you guys touch, and then Jen giving out her crochet, and you guys are just touching a lot of people, and it's a beautiful thing to sit there and watch. I was just taking pictures of it. I was just a spectator myself, but it's just so beautiful how many people, the kindness and the people that we consider you guys our Disney family, but the love that is just watching Jen give out her crochet, and then the CHOC Walk's just icing on the cake. But everybody's just so kind, and that's what got us involved. It is stuff like this, and then going to the park and seeing it firsthand. It's just a beautiful thing, and then everybody's so nice. What Slim just did, Devin just did, and then CL's a sweetheart. I mean, the list goes on. Everybody's just so nice. I just can't say enough. I'm speechless.
Thank you, George.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
We love you, George. You and Lynn are you guys are part of this family, and
yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I can't believe the amazing friends that I've been able to meet and hang out with. I always tell you guys, me and Bob have barely known each other for not even 2 years yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've known Bob for a couple of decades. It's just amazing. Just
well, that's
amazing.
The first time I met Cordy, I ran up to her like I knew her for. I think I scared her more than anything.
I think I did the same thing. I was just kind of like, "Hey, we're hanging out now."
Yeah. I didn't really ask. Hey, Cordy, like I've known her my whole life. She's probably like,
love it.
This guy?
Well, I do that all the time. I'll meet somebody at the park, and it'll be like, "Have we met?" Yeah. Or was that on somebody's live stream that I saw you, and therefore that's why I feel like I know you already.
Yeah.
So it's really a weird thing.
Well, I feel like Christina's my sister. I feel like Devin's he's a brother. I joke with Jen all the time. I could watch her crochet, and we watched you with your March Madness. We just love being a part of it.
The community, the chat, the moderators, everybody is just so cool.
Yeah.
Definitely is community.
Yeah. No, people that aren't even on the screen. We love every one of you. Living Dead to we love everybody. It's just we feel lucky to be part of it. So
yeah. And we've got another donation here from Zomembes. Says she'd like to give 3 custom tumblers to help with the CHOC Walk. So
awesome.
We've got more prizes going out to you guys.
Yeah, definitely. And just so you know, Zomembies actually has some pretty amazing tumblers that she sells on that website. So I'm sure we're gonna get some pretty cool ones. So Membies and Mr. Membies, I'm sure he's donating as well. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. We all appreciate it. So.
She has a lot of cool stuff.
She does.
Danny, we just did what you said the other day. I finally got to meet Caitlin, Dragonblood's fiance, and she came up to us in the park, and I gave her a big old hug, and she goes, "I'm so glad I finally got to meet you in person." I went, I haven't met you in person yet, because I've seen her so much, you know.
Right.
It's so weird. It's like, don't I already know you?
Yeah, exactly. It's so much fun.
For a loop.
Yeah, it's been so much fun, and I'm so honored that, you know, like I said, I asked Bob and Cordy to do this with me. They didn't hesitate. They said, "Sure, we're in." And to now have such an amazing group of people doing this alongside all of us, and, you know, like I said, with Mary's story, making it that much more personal for us. You know, I had already figured I wasn't going to make it through the walk without just, I'm an emotional guy. I'm not afraid to just cry. And, you know, I mean, I'll try to hold it back a little bit, but I figured because of, you know, what CHOC had mentioned to us, that they would like us to walk in honor of the kiddos, the families that have lost their little ones. I was like, oh my God, I was not expecting that when I saw the email. But then, you know, in talking it over with Mrs. Casual, it's what we're meant to do. I've always had a dream of having a nonprofit where we would basically be able to pair people up with those kind of families that don't have a support network in place where they are when they're, and that, you know, there would be a group of people or someone that would say, "I am walking for your child. I will be willing to go that mile for them," so that they know that there is somebody out there that doesn't even know them maybe, but is pulling for them and is hoping that they'll be able to have enough strength to just go just one more day. That's all we have, just one more day, little guy. So again, thank you guys so much. And Living Dead fam, you know, to say I'm honored is such an understatement right now. I am humbled and just so, I don't even know what the word is, but to have you guys walking there with us is going to be tremendous for me. You have no idea what it's going to do for my heart to know that we're doing something that big, that it's more than just, you know, like I said, just names that are out there. It goes beyond, you know, beyond that. And so thank you so much.
Thank you. And I know that Mary had to leave, but please tell her thank you. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Just thank you for pulling us in and loving us and accepting us. And I know we have our little macabre motif, but we are. I tell people, because you got to get past that part of us. We are a loving family that goes through things just like anyone else. And thank you guys for loving us for who we are, the way we are. We love being a part of this community. And this is why.
Yeah. And you know what? We need a spooky season, you know, experts to guide us through all the haunts and mazes and all that stuff. So
we got you covered.
You're in a good place. You're in a good place.
Thank you.
Look at that. Over $9,000.
9,026. And by the way, Holly just donated to me. Thank you so much, Holly. Izzo, Thomas, is it Fiedler? I hope I say your name correctly. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. My dad, obviously. Thank you so much, Dad. You guys are amazing, and obviously you're helping us. And who knows, maybe we'll reach our 10,000 tonight. And if not, we're on our way to reach that goal for this Sunday.
Yeah, I'm going to be promoting it all week. I'm going to let everybody know that, like I said, if we hit $1,000, you've got a Disneyland ticket, and now apparently Slim is going to be buying you lunch.
Wow. Slim, and by the way, Slim Devin, that was so amazing. So I'm thankful.
Slim, I can't say enough about Slim Devin. He's quite the character. I will say that.
That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe not that much. It's Disneyland. Let's remember that.
You've seen what I order.
Yeah, maybe if you have breakfast chimichanga and your dinner's a churro.
Maybe a corn dog in there for dinner.
Yeah. But seriously, guys, I've been saying it all night, but thank you on behalf of everybody here that's on the panel and those that couldn't join us. Thank you so much. This has been a tremendous wild ride to see this happening and the community that we have around us. It's awe-inspiring. It's humbling. And I can't wait to see where we go from here, because it's only going to get better, guys. And those of you who have been with us from the beginning, when our channels were, tiny little struggling to get to 1,000 subscribers and such, you guys, we don't forget you. And as things move along, we're going to do everything we can to stay in touch with you guys and make sure you guys know that we know who you are. So,
EXP says maybe next year we go big and do a fundraising event.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Coda Bear did an entire stream where he was raising funds, and I believe he did over $600 in that one stream for CHOC. So
amazing.
We've definitely got a rock star on the team, with Coda Bear, and the fact that he was willing to join up with us when he obviously could have made a big splash on his own and not necessarily had to, I don't want to say share the spotlight, but he didn't have to, agree to be part of our team or anything, but he did, and we owe him, for that. So.
Thank you to some MBs for donating as well. Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah, we've got so many. I mean, and then Brian Sevilla donating.
Well, she also donated on my page, so double.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yes, thank you, Zoran.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And by the way, I need to apologize. I just set up Nightbot for the first time, and there's a few things I missed, so I know some of you have been.
We've been seeing that in the chat. Everybody's like, Nightbot's going crazy.
I've been working on Nightbot and I think I've got everything taken care of now, so that you guys will not get timed out for doing excess caps or emojis. I will work on the rest of it later, but my apologies to all of you who are doing that. You shouldn't have any more problems tonight. And also, before we continue on to our next topic, one of the other things I want to share with you is there's a couple of videos from CHOC. One's a minute and the other one's like a minute and 44 seconds. They're not very long, but if you could watch this video with us, it's really good about. Oh, sorry, my daughter's running the faucet in the other room here, and you can hear it. So I apologize for that. But let me share this with you. This is a video from CHOC on why we walk. And I think it's a really, really good video. So it's a minute long. Let's watch that real quick. And this is why we are walking. So.
I'm walking in memory of my grandson, Kat. CHOC really helped us out there. The nurses were great. The doctors were great. And we wanted to honor his name and honor those doctors and nurses.
Fighting for cancer. She has brain cancer, and we're walking to hope to find a cure.
We're helping support all the children that need it. I think without us, it would be difficult for the families to get through what they're going through.
We're walking in memory of Joyce and Sue, who was a member of our troop when he was at CHOC. And I think one word that would describe me being here is kids.
We walk for CHOC because we care.
We walk for love.
For hope.
I walk for love.
I walk for support.
We walk for love.
Amazing. Love that. And then this is a quick recap of the CHOC Walk from 2023. And this is a very short one too. Oh, a minute and 41. It's not very long. So.
We are so thrilled to be back. What a beautiful day for a walk in the park.
Thanks to CHOC, I can proudly say I'm now 12 years cancer-free.
Thank you for what you do to help children throughout Southern California. Enjoy a beautiful morning and a great walk.
This is our new family tradition.
Congratulations, everybody who made it.
All right, that makes me want to go walk right now.
Yeah, it's
so great and very inspirational. So excited to be a part of this, and again, to everyone who's with us tonight, to those of you who've already donated before tonight, who have donated tonight, we can't thank you enough. This is just so amazing, and we're excited to be a part of something so special to everyone. So thank you.
Yes, and thank you to Most Wanted for just donating just a few minutes ago. Thank you so much.
Very cool. Thank you, Most
very,
Wanted.
very much.
Let's see. Oh, Terry says, can we get some rain like last year?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we want rain on the day we're walking.
Yeah, I don't know. That didn't look too fun, but
A little humid.
yeah.
I know. seeing Ken up there going, it's a great day to walk. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's raining for you guys on.
Yeah.
But I think it's supposed to be pretty warm and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob and Cordy and Danny, we would like to add to the pot too.
Uh-oh.
We have some items.
Since we got to the we can walk part, we can just put our stuff that we were going to give away into this.
Oh my
we
gosh.
Have fun with our spooky mochi. It's an Oogie Boogie popcorn bucket.
Wow.
I have that one. That is
He
cool.
glows in the dark. He's really fun. And then one of our favorites.
Oh wow.
Oh, cool. Nightmare Before Christmas Clue.
Still in the packaging, never open. So it's
that's cool.
Very cool. Awesome.
Wow. That
My-
is awesome.
My
Thank you
goodness.
so much. Wow.
Seriously, guys, we've got a ton of prizes, and it's a $25 donation to any one of the teams here, any one of the walkers on our team. Every $25 gets you an entry, and oh my goodness, we've got so much that is going to be going out now, guys. I thought we were doing great with a couple of plushies and a lounge fly, and look at where we're at now. My gosh, you guys are amazing. I can't believe it. All right.
Well.
I feel like if we hit the 10,000, we got to do something as a team. Like if there's, it's like we all have to during the walk we all have to wear the Groucho glasses or something like that.
I am not wearing a tutu though. I'm just saying right now.
So
too funny.
We'll try to think of something, because I have a sneaking suspicion you guys are going to get us there. I have a sneaking suspicion. You guys are just too amazing. Too amazing.
Oh, look, Terry signed to a winner. I like that, Terry.
We could do that. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, if we get to 10,000, we'll do a raffle. We'll take a picture, because I think there actually are some team photo places on the walk. So it'll have a full blown Disney photo op. So yeah, we'll do a team photo, and we'll all autograph it and send it along, probably with a bunch of the different streamers swag.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I got plenty.
Yeah. So excellent idea. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Then GV559 says ride the death wheel as a team.
That's easy
I
for
don't think
me.
we're gonna have time for that.
Yeah.
My first
Come
thought
on,
was,
Cordy.
Cordy will do it.
Yeah.
It's for
And
charity.
cortisol 10,000 subscribers. So, all right, guys, we're going to move on to our next topic, because we've spent so much time talking about CHOC Walk and just you guys blowing us away. But we've got some news happening at the park, and it's kind of a sort of a good news, bad news type of topic. If you guys know what's coming up in like roughly middle of August, it's a lot of rides at Disneyland are going to be down for refurbishment. We already have Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, Winnie the Pooh, Canoes all closed over in that corner, along with Hungry Bear, plus all of the restaurant or all the shops over in Critter Country. But Bob, you have the list. What's going to be added to all of that as far as refurbishments go?
Well, we also have closed right now Great Moments to Mr. Lincoln and the Redwood Creek Challenge. So
true.
In addition to all the ones you just mentioned, but coming soon to a closure near you, we have Space Mountain, Disneyland Railroad, Disneyland Monorail, Animation Academy. What? Oh man, Turtle Taco Crush, and Anna and Elsa's Royal Welcome. Those are all going to temporarily close in August as part of Disneyland's standard refurbishment schedule, but they don't have any opening dates for us yet. So crazy.
Hopefully, Animation Academy, like it has been, will just be a week or
Quick.
two for the boogie setup. Yeah, it's too hot to open.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that all? Because I don't remember. Because they have it open. I mean, Oogie Boogie is only a few nights a week, so it's not like they do a big setup
before it starts the event. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kind of just wheel out Oogie Boogie and some lights and stuff like that. So, but I mean, they're probably doing stuff like actually doing new carpeting and stuff like that, possibly. Changing all the light bulbs, those sort of things, but. What do you guys think about Disneyland having so much closed at one time? I mean, there's if you take Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, that's 3 e-tickets right there. That's a big chunk of the park. That's a ton of capacity, because those rides command gigantic lines whenever they're open. So what do you guys think of that? Is it the kind of thing where you would recommend people to skip coming to Disneyland until things reopen, or?
Yep.
I think that would be a bummer for people that travel very far.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
They save up for these trips, and to save up that much money for that much of the park to be closed, how sad is that?
Yeah.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah, EXP think tickets need to be discounted for all the closures. You would think, but
and I think all the locals, the locals are getting the discount tickets.
Yeah,
which just made me think of that. So
yeah, you're exactly right about that. If they're going to give discounts out, they should just give them out across the board for what they're doing.
Yeah, look at Izzo's place is saying that they changed their trip simply because of the closures.
Yeah, see, that's huge because a lot of people don't even have that option. They get a certain amount of time, a week or two out of the year that they do their family vacation, and they can't just go to their bosses and say, "Hey, Disneyland's doing this. Can I reschedule my?"
Yeah.
So Brian's saying that's why our Magic Keys didn't increase in price this year. No way they could raise prices, but not true. They actually raised the price at the end of last year, which led into this year. I know I was affected by that, and I have this little prediction that they're going to do it again because they canceled all the Magic Keys, and come this October, November, I bet you anything, they're going to release them again and raise the prices.
Yeah, the prices, it usually goes up. They do the announcement usually in October, isn't it? With ticket prices.
Yeah,
so,
seems like it.
Yeah, the thing that's weird to me is I've seen some people, they're closing it in the middle of summer. How could they do that? If you're familiar with Disneyland's crowd patterns now, you know that once September hits, that is now Halloween season. And for whatever reason, Halloween season is bigger than summer. It's, I mean, we'll notice it as streamers because we're at the park so much. We're going to start noticing, come September, we're going to start going, oh my God, it feels so busy. What the heck happened? Yeah. Because we were used to a summer where, some of the Magic Keys are blocked out. A lot of the locals are waiting to get the Halloween offerings. Some of them waiting for the Christmas offerings. So they decide, well, we're not going to go in summer when we're blazingly hot and there's all the tourists around. So they'll wait, and the locals tend to show up at Halloween time, Christmas time, and those tend to be the busier times now. So it makes sense that summer is now the refurbishment season, where it used to be September, early October. There was a lot of the closures, but that was because most people were in school. Halloween wasn't quite the big to do that it is. Halloween used to be basically in October.
Yeah.
And now we've got Halloween starting. I think Disney World starts mid-August, and Disneyland Resort starts August 23rd is Halloween time.
Crazy. And Holly says here, a lot of people don't know how to research ride closures before they go, and it ruins their vacation once a lifetime trip. So, and that does happen. Unfortunately, I think too, some people, they plan trips around when they can go on vacation, and so they kind of have to go with the flow on what's open and what's not. Like I did when I went to Disneyland Paris last year, and the only thing that was majorly closed was this Small World. But still, I kind of wanted to experience it over there and see what it was like, and I missed out. But that's just the way it goes sometimes, unfortunately. I think for here, the reason why this is a big deal, because we don't have just a handful of closures. We have a lot of closures and adding to it in the month of August. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a ripple effect. When you close a ride, those people that would be there, now it just pushes people. The lines get longer everywhere else.
Exactly. And it's like I said, 3 e-tickets, Space Mountain, that's easy. Huge. Got an hour-long line, at any point of the day. Same thing with Splash Mountain in the evening. Sometimes it would kind of, have a lighter line. But on days like we've been having, that line would be an hour and a half, 2 hours long, easily. And those people end up somewhere else, like you said, and so they're either, crowding the walkways, making the restaurant lines longer, or, all the other attractions longer.
Yeah.
So
the train and the monorail are biggie. They're when they do they have like a person per hour, how many people per hour that ride sucks in. I know there's the train and the monorail are two biggies.
Yeah, the train definitely. I mean, because you've got 3 of them running, so it's got a heck of an hourly throughput.
Yeah, I think Small World is the biggest. Believe it or not, it used to be the People Mover. We just watched a show. It was the People Mover was the only thing that was the highest ride per hour, whatever what you just called
capacity. Yeah.
Capacity, yeah. It's next to Small World. That was the Small World's a big.
Oh yeah, that one's what they call a people eater.
People eater, yeah.
It's nice. Silver Stars Adventure says Disneyland Company is going through a rough time. Closing some rides is a bit small. Disneyland tends to weigh down. The strike is Disney's biggest problem now. That's something that just kind of got brought up recently, obviously, and we'll see how that affects the park. But regardless, I know they have to do theme park closures, right? I mean, they've got to refurbish some of these rides. It's just, I think for us right now to have something like Haunted Mansion down, plus, Tiana's Bayou Adventure hasn't opened and they're working on that, bridge and all the problems we're having over there, plus the Hungry Bear, leading over to, Star Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I mean, that's a big section in itself. And then to have all these other ones slowly shutting down, it's like, wow, you wouldn't think that they would have that many. But Disneyland does have a lot of attractions between, Disneyland and DCA. So you got to expect some of it to happen, right?
Yeah, it'd be a little different if it was just one park, right? Yeah. But you're right. It does have DCA. So combined, it's spreading the love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just... from what I understand, Space Mountain is redoing some flooring and lighting. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's kind of like, is that detrimental right now when you've got, almost like half, the one side over by Critter Country, that is like a complete dead spot, and you're losing 2 e-ticket attractions, on top of Winnie the Pooh. And then you've got a restaurant closed. It seems weird that they would be willing to do that to their guests, because that's really what
like
they're doing.
Almost a whole land.
Construction land. Yeah, that's exactly it, Danny. If it were an emergency to close 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, because they had to do it. But why? I mean, who made the decision on, yeah, let's just go ahead and close a couple more and take forever to do it. And,
Yeah, I mean, if it's flooring and lighting, is that not something that can be done after hours?
Exactly.
And, do it in sections after hours, and you're fine. I don't know. I like I said, I'm just hearing that that's what the refurbishment is for Space Mountain.
Yeah, I see DCA becoming more popular this year. Probably.
Right?
Wait. Brian almost gave me a heart attack with this one.
Whoops. We're battling.
Dull Whip, closed for refurbishment. What? Don't do that to me, Brian.
Don't even joke about that.
That's it. Enough.
No.
That's a line you can't cross.
Yeah, that's when you grab the pitchforks and it's like, all right, we're marching on the gates of Disneyland.
Especially with this heat that just came in.
Oh,
that was hot. It was hot.
Yeah, it
we
was
need those Dole Whips.
Yeah, the other day, me and Casual Junior, we got there at like, I don't know, I think like 4:30, 5 o'clock. It was just after 5 o'clock. And I was still just like, oh my God, this is miserable.
Yeah.
And the sun's already almost down, and I'm just like, this is, and it's one of those things. It's like, I used to always laugh way back when I had an annual pass. Me and my buddies, we'd all go to Disneyland after work, so we would be like arriving on a summer night at 7 o'clock, sun's down, we're done with work, we're ready to have some fun at the park. And you just see the families and people that have been there all day, and they just look wiped out. They're like, we've had it. Kids are just sprawled out in the strollers, and mom and dad are like, either yelling at each other or just completely ignoring each other because they don't want to start yelling at each other. Everybody's just, people that are just like sunburned, and you're just like, oh, that's going to be terrible tomorrow, kind of thing. And that's how it was. You show up and everybody, and it's been humid. So it's like, everybody's just like a bucket of sweat. It's like everybody's just uncomfortable.
What was it yesterday? 85% humidity.
Oh.
It was gross. It was nasty.
Yeah, that's terrible. And we kind of start feeling a little bit of what it's like for the people in Florida.
Yep.
I mean, I've got friends that are streamers over there, and they're just like, it is so bad. It's like that they're like, you don't understand what it's like to get into the air conditioning when you've been outside for more than 5 minutes in Florida.
It's 90 degrees here and 90% humidity, and you're not used to it at all. That's
the thing. We're not used to it.
Yeah. I was watching Pops and also a guy and a girl, and they usually rope drop, and then they go most of the day. Right. I noticed right about noon, both of them took a break, and I was like, I don't even understand how you could do it at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and even by that, it's like, and it's only noon. It's still going to get hotter. That's what's
3 o'clock is usually the hottest. Yeah.
That's when we showed up yesterday, 3:30, and it was funny just setting it up. CL and I were like, "Are we done yet? Like, we just got here. Are you kidding me? Are we done yet?" Like, we didn't even start it yet. And we're like, I'm melted already. I'm done. Are you done? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hot.
So yeah, they can't take away the Dole Whips. That's all we're saying.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the
and
cold
then
brews.
GV559 says there's less entertainment too, which doesn't help the situation, obviously, which is very disappointing.
Yeah, and there's talk that even Magic Happens may be getting reduced shows until Halloween, or until what? How they run it all the way through Halloween, or did they stop it last year?
No, they stopped it because they had I think they stopped it during Halloween, wasn't it Halloween time? And then they didn't bring it back until the following year.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sorry. I'm looking down at the Living Dead fam. Look at that.
I know. Didn't you see us all waving?
Yeah, sorry.
They're waving to you.
I'm doing other things in the background. Sorry.
Hi, Ridley.
Hi. Coochie. Oh, sorry. So cute.
We're YouTubers.
Hi. Oh.
We're YouTubers.
Silver Stars Adventure says if Disneyland closes a ride, then this moves people into the pathways and Disneyland will look busy. WWW attractions have crashed. And
Attendance has
Disneyland
crashed.
Attendance has crashed. Sorry. Yeah. I know how to read. And Disneyland is headed for the same direction. The parks need to look busy, and who knows? That definitely does help them look busy when they close those. So thanks for bringing that up. Silver Star Adventures. Terry says, "Yo, grab the train while you can, because that's gone as of August 5th."
Yeah, I did a ride on the canoes the last time that I was able to. So I didn't want to. I wanted to get one last trip around the rivers in the canoe, and then. Yeah, we're going to be losing the train, so no more sweeper train at the end of the night. No more, it's too hot to do anything. Let's just go sit on the train and relax for a while. No doing that. So just, it's crazy. But somebody brought up the entertainment, and yes, Disneyland is reducing it. But I was talking with Bob and Cordy, and we noticed Disneyland isn't the only park that is reducing entertainment. If you guys had followed me last year we were at Not Summer Nights often during the summer, and we were enjoying going from stage to stage to stage. It was like a tiny little Coachella, for the theme park set, and you could go and listen to 3 or 4 bands every single night.
Cool.
Well, once we started talking about it, we realized, okay, so Knott's Berry Farm only has Crazy Kirk, I believe, only on Saturdays right now. So Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies are only on Saturdays. And then I think only Saturday. Let me double check. Let me pull up.
No DJ, right? Because I was telling them, because last year I was so envious. I had total FOMO because I didn't have a pass at Knott's yet. And so I was asking them, like, wait a minute, wasn't there tons of entertainment last summer? And then as they were kind of thinking, they're like, oh yeah, oh wait, now this is gone. So yeah, it was interesting to see.
Okay, so on Fridays, Crazy Kirk is there Friday and Saturdays, and it looks like Fridays has the full schedule of entertainment as well. So Friday and Saturday, you have Calico Park, which is right there in the center by the train. Then you have the Calico Mine stage, which is the big act over on the main larger stage. And then you have Fiesta Plaza, which is right in front of the Jaguar area. Those are the places that have the bands all through the night, all 3 of those. Then you've got Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies in the Wagon Camp. Earlier in the day, you've got Mariachi Angelitas in Fiesta Plaza as well. In the evening, you also have Ghost Town Miners at the Fireman's Barbecue. Let's see, you've got Miss Cameo Kate in the Birdcage Theater during the daytime. You've got the Native American Dancer on Saturday and Sundays in the evenings. But if you go during the week, you only have the main stage and Calico Park. Those are the only ones that are going in the evenings. There's no Crazy Kirk. There's no Fiesta Village. There's no Mariachi Angelitas. You do have the Cameo Kate's Western Burlesque Review on Monday and Thursday only during the week. And Ghost Town Miners are in the evenings as well. So there's no DJ this year. They usually have a DJ up that plays just regular, I think it was like kind of beachy kind of throwback sort of music often. But they would play modern stuff as well. And that was up by near hang time. And then they also used to have a jazz duo at the Boardwalk Barbecue. And that's not even available at all. So, but last year they had all the stages going every single night, as far as I can remember. I remember being there, and it was like bouncing from stage to stage, and it was all over.
Wow.
So Knott's is, while they've still got a great lineup on Fridays and Saturdays, during the week it's a little bit less than what you would have normally gotten in the past years. So I think it's just a matter of the economy. I think it's just that there's not enough traffic to warrant it, and you got to figure Knott's season passes are, basically you could get them at $100.
Huh.
If you get it at the right time of the year, you can get it for $100. And oftentimes, if you get it like in September, they'll give you the rest of this year as well as the next year. So if you're interested in a Knott's season pass, I don't know what's going to happen now that they've merged with Cedar Fair. That could change things, but normally Knott's, runs deals at the end of the calendar year because their season passes run from January 1st to December 31st. And during the last few months of the year, they'll usually tack on the rest of this year plus all of the next year as well. And yes, Brian, summer nights is still a great time, even with less entertainment. The bands are tremendous at summer nights. There is no question. They are top quality bands that are playing out there every single night. You're not going to get bad, shows if you go on a Wednesday or Thursday. You're just not going to have as many shows to choose from. And if you go on a Saturday, you will not even be able to see all of the bands. You won't be able to see them all because there's so many. You'll get maybe one show from each if you're hurrying. Because I had to do that the other night when I went. We were literally like watching a band, and then it's like, okay, boom, get to the next stage, and they're already going, and you catch the next show midway through. So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Is it just a matter of the economy? Do you think it's something else? Are they, are wages having an issue? What do you think?
I know firsthand that those bands don't make enough money, I should say, and you'd be surprised at how much they make. So it's kind of a huge drag. I mean, if a specific park, Knott's, for instance, is just not scheduling one of those bands, that's a little bit of money. But I mean, if we're talking about 10 or 20 different bands, then they're saving a little bit of money, but you'd be surprised how little those bands make.
So I can actually tell you that I contacted what is it, Mike Dangerous and the Royal We. My friend's daughter's having quinceañera party, and they wanted to hire a band, and so I reached out to them and said, "Hey, how much is it to hire you guys?" And, oh my goodness, they are expensive, like really expensive. And I found out, that this is the same amount that Knott's pays, and it's pretty crazy that that expensive. So I think what it is they spent a lot of money on bands last year. They went overboard, and it was amazing. Everyone loved it. And I think they kind of toned it down this year to focusing on a couple big bands they could play during the week. And then they do a heck of a lot more on the weekend because they got a lot more traffic on the weekends. And that's why they're adding, some of the other bands. Yeah, it's a bummer to see that happen because, I was telling my friends and family it's going to be great this summer because of all these bands are playing. And it's like, oh, they're only playing 2 bands during the week. Okay, fine. It's still great. I mean, you got some amazing bands playing. Some of our favorites from last year are back. It's just that you're going back and forth between a couple stages instead of 4 or 5 stages sometimes. And and that's okay. They still have great entertainment, but yeah, it's a little down from last year. So I'm kind of thinking that they're just trying to save some money because they spent a heck of a lot more last year. And last year they were technically still celebrating the end of the 100th anniversary for Knott's. Plus, you had Fiesta Village opening up, so they had a lot to celebrate. Maybe that's why they did it, and that's why they're calming down this year. I don't know.
That reminds me, they're not doing the Calle Celebración little show that they.
That's it. I'm leaving. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just another thing, And it was, a lot of people thought it was kind of a cheesy show. I thought it was perfect for Knott's. It was, kind of what it needed to be, just a little street fair kind of a thing. I always enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, but that's just me. But that's gone as well. So there's cutbacks everywhere, and we tend to, give Disney, the lion's share of our grief and, critique them the most. But if you look at the other parks, it's kind of happening there. Maybe the other parks, you give them a little bit of leeway because, it's just Knott's or whatever. But they're still charging people to get in, and, is it still the same value, compared? And that's kind of what we do with Disney. It's like, well, it used to be this much value, and now it's only this much value for your money. And I think we should, not necessarily, call them out on it, but, say, hey, it's happening everywhere. And, if any of the, executives or people that can make decisions, we enjoy, having more variety at our parks, and you give us quality stuff, we're going to be willing to pay more for it. It's when you start charging more and we get less that you start kind of leaving a bad taste in people's mouths. Now, that's my 2 cents.
It's like Disneyland losing the piano player inside of,
Golden Horseshoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's sad. It's,
Right. And you look at it and you go,
icon.
how much are they saving by doing that?
Well, they've done a cutback after cutback after cutback inside the Horseshoe.
Yeah, because there was more entertainment than
Right.
that. And
It
then
used to
it's
be
like,
a
well, last
full-blown
one.
show. Yeah.
But I think at Disneyland, it's a little bit different because, when you have the bands at Knott's, you guys consider kind of freelance, right? They're there performing for a certain amount of time, whereas Disney's paying benefits. The whole package is coming with the entertainers at Disneyland, at least what we have now, right?
Yeah. They are a much more steady. I guess it's a more steady gig, if you will. I don't know how often they rotate through and have auditions, and you got to remake the band if you want to keep going. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm sure
now, I think you guys are forgetting about one bit of entertainment that's coming out this year that's going to be really, really cool. Check this out.
This fall at Six Flags, something epic is coming.
I love this guy. I was singing this not that long ago.
Featuring brand new mazes inspired by iconic horror franchises, Six Flags Fright Fest is scarier and stranger than ever.
Ooh, okay. Entertainment-wise.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Corey's all you're freaking out.
Oh, jeez.
It's funny. You got the Living Dead fam on one side just totally digging this, and then you got Jen on this side with her eyes covered.
I will have a nightmare just watching that.
We are ready.
I'm with you, Living Dead fam. I just love the way that opens, though. Having the old guy
get hit by the bus.
That was cool, man.
Now, is this the first time Stranger Things has a maze anywhere, or
no?
They were at
Universal.
So how did Six Flags steal it?
The Stranger Things.
I don't know, but they happen to get that license and trick or treat and whatnot this year. So I'm happy about it, though. It's cool that they're doing what the thing is that Six Flags, and not to go off on the whole Halloween thing, but Living Dead family is going to love this. But basically, they've always done these like their own little kind of mazes, and they do things differently for Fright Fest. You stay in the park until they close. Fright Fest goes on. They have those scare zones that you can still walk through, and you don't have to pay extra. But if you want to go into the mazes, then you do pay extra, and it's not that expensive, like $25 for a pass and another $25 for a front of the line pass. It's so much cheaper. But then they only have like 4 or 5 mazes, not that many. I think they're trying to up their game this year by doing some, major themes around The Conjuring and, Stranger Things and obviously Trick or Treat. And so this is their way of trying to compete with, Knott's and Universal, et cetera, et cetera. So it's going to be interesting seeing that, this year.
So let's get thoughts from Living Dead fam. What do you guys think of the announcement from Magic Mountain Fright Fest? Do you guys normally go to Fright Fest or?
It's been years since we've done Fright Fest, only because of that. It's the distance is it's quite the trip to go out there. So hopefully we can plan to go this year, especially with that announcement. I mean, that's huge that to get those have the rights to those properties like Trick or Treat and Stranger Things. I know that cost them a pretty penny for that. So I'm excited. It's good news for Six Flags that they're able to capitalize on that, and hopefully, because it's very competitive, this whole Halloween theme park, and not just here in California, but gosh, across the nation. So it's a huge moneymaker for all these theme parks. So hats off to Six Flags, and hopefully with the merger, hopefully we can see some of this stuff come into Knott's Berry Farm as well, because that's always been Knott's struggle, because they've I remember, gosh, back in the 80s/90s when they would try to use the rights to Freddy Krueger and Jason. The bigwigs, execs from those companies are like, no, you got to stop that. Knott's, you have to pay to use that. So they had to rethink and think outside of the box and come up with their own creations. So which kind of adds to the charm for Knott's. I kind of like that idea with Knott's, is they have to be original and not just have the rights to all these big giant movies and whatnot. Right. So
to work a little harder.
Yeah, they have.
Actually, I think Knott's. I think they've got the advantage, and I've always said this: is Ghost Town is the best scare zone possible.
Yeah,
because it's an actual ghost town.
Yeah,
right. It's got the wood itself that makes the buildings.
Yeah,
has that in it already. And I love what Knott's has done with their own lore. Mm-hmm. And I hope that they don't discard that to go for the IP kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Because with Origins and I really wish they would lean into the conductor a little bit more. I really think it's like, to me, it's like, just put some little arches and those are your portals. Let the lanterns that we have now, let those activate something as you're going through the portals, so that something happens, but lean into that whole idea that the conductor is taking you through these realms and these different time periods and stuff, so that you feel like, okay, now I understand what this whole thing. It's like the whole park is now this transformational thing that you're experimenting in, and you're going through these different, weird areas. So I hope that they don't discard that. 'Cause even Room 13 that they did last year, that's building off of the Goring 20s. That was a hit. They could keep going with that one as well. I think they've got some really good homegrown lore that they can build off of. And I hope that they don't go the IP route too heavily. I don't mind if they do, like 1 or 2 big names, but keep Ghost Town locked into the origin, Sarah Marshall and all of that stuff going. I think they could easily continue with that. And
I think that's what's great with Knott's, is it just adds more to the theme park's charm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Having those original ideas, and why not just continue with what they already have there instead of bring in the other stuff. So But yeah, I'm excited for Six Flags, and maybe with this merger, maybe Six Flags can be their big like IP theme park, and Knott's can stay the traditional what it is. So, but we're stoked either or. We're ready.
All right. Have you guys heard anything about the new mazes for Knott's? Have they made any sort of
when is pre?
No, they haven't.
But
when's that's
here-
all happening at
That
Just-
should all be dropping, not this weekend, but next at Midsummer's.
Okay, yeah, that's. I figured that's what they were going to do. I know I've seen they've got people have gotten pictures from backstage, and there's one that's like a turret, and it's got like a little weather vane kind of thing sticking up, and it's got a spider on it. And I was like, I don't want a spider maze. That is one of the last things I want to deal with going through that. It was bad enough when they did it on the couch.
As you can see, we got
spiders are one of the worst things for me. In fact, going on Forbidden Journey at Universal, I didn't know anything about the ride, and then you go through that one scene, and I'm just like, oh my God. If I was like a true, like out of their mind type of arachnophobe, I'd have been probably breaking out of that seat, because that scene is just so and that's why I said I don't want a spider maze. If they do a spider maze, I'm going to be so disappointed, because I might not even go on it.
But you're fine with Spider-Man. Come on.
Actually, I hate web slingers, so.
I mean, you're battling the cockroaches at Disneyland. What's a spider here and there?
Exactly, right?
What was that one you were just showing the other night in your stream, Cordy? Was that last night or?
That was me last night.
It was
That was
trying-
I was showing
it
you,
was
wasn't
trying to get me.
I think Eve's niece and I were chasing one last night too. It was gross.
We've all had our share. I had one crawling up my arm, and I didn't even know it one day. And I looked back. Someone from Jen pointed it out to me, and I flicked it off my arm real quick. And so when I went back later and looked at the stream, I was watching it crawl up my arm. I didn't even realize it.
Hold on.
So bad. Oh gosh.
Atmosphere. We're getting ready for season 2.
I just want to take one quick moment, going back to just CHOC, because our numbers have gone up. I think we're at 9.4.
Holy macaroni! $9,401.
Yes, thank you to Scully Girl. Thank you to Jordy for the generous donations as well. So thank you all.
Oh wow, Cordy's almost at $1,000 now. Look at you.
It's that matching. We can really get it. Really get it up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bob might be having either a little bit of trouble, or he had to take care of something real quick.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
He's back.
Sorry. I was saying the little one, and I didn't want to totally just stop my cam as well. So
okay. Well, we were just noting we were just noting that we've hit $9,401.
Wow, that is amazing.
Crazy.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
you guys
are amazing.
Wow. I did not think that, we'd be getting that close to 10,000 tonight.
I know.
And then let's see, hold on one second. So Tom F, who is in the chat and is watching us as well, he actually works at the Kennedy Space Center on the East Coast. He said that he's working on getting some kid NASA swag, as well as some Snoopy pins and patches. He's going to find out if he can get those tomorrow and donate them to us. So if he can, that would be really nice and generous. So thank you.
Wow. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Just even, just encouraging us to do this like that. The way you guys are all just here, I'll give this and we'll do that. It's
if I'd known you guys can do that, I would have reached out to you sooner. We all would have. I'm just kidding.
Well, I know that's what I'm thinking. We kind of saved. We had the idea for the giveaways, and we were like, well, we'll do that on the first Park Streamers show, and we'll do that, in the last week for the final push. It's like, man, we should have done this a couple weeks ago, and really been pushing all these different prizes now. So So we got 1 week. Don't forget, everybody, share it out. Let everybody know there's lots of prizes, and just a $25 donation gets them entered into just about all of the prize raffles.
Yep. Absolutely.
So yeah, if you can't donate, share it out and spread the word for us. That's just as good.
Wow. And then I don't think, have we heard from George and Len? Do you guys even go to the haunted Fright Fest or anything like that?
We have a torn family, so I enjoy it.
Not so much.
She won't watch. I like scary movies, and she'll leave the room. So I'm gonna have to hang out with somebody.
Yeah,
come hang out with us.
I was gonna say, everybody else is like, come on.
Lynn, you and I will go get a cold brew.
There you go.
At Knott's.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. I've never been. I'd like to go for sure.
Yeah. Well, you're probably going to have, your pick of any one of the streamers here. You've obviously got Living Dead fam who would probably enjoy giving you all the grand tour and give you all the details about everything. So yeah, by all means, feel free to join us. If you see us in the park, just let us know, and you're more than welcome.
Yeah, see, you guys got all the support. CL did it last year. She didn't think she could do it. She did it. Achu is offering flight security. So, and I didn't have them do that. I was like, can you guys just surround me? Because I can't. Like, I couldn't at first, and then it just became so much fun.
Yeah.
So think about it.
Izzo's Place is asking, what level are we trying to get everyone up to?
We're trying to get everybody up to at least $125 because that's what the level that they require for you to be able to walk on Sunday. So if we can get everybody up to 125, that at least gives everybody the option. I don't know if everybody wants to do the walk. Some people may be, just there to fundraise and not do the walk necessarily. But if we get up to 125, everybody has the option. And then we've got other different giveaways for Bob is doing a giveaway of a Bob Gurr signed Doom Boogie patent illustration. If you donate $50 to his account, I have a Disneyland ticket plus $100 gift card. If we reach $1,000 donated, we're $75 away from that. If we reach that, anybody that donated $25 or more on my account will be entered into that raffle. And then, Courtney, were yours just in the general, or were you doing a specific one for your account?
A giveaway?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for mine, I have them.
Jabba the Hutt popcorn bucket.
The talking Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. Popcorn bucket, and then the Millennium Falcon is in the
general giveaway.
I need some sound effects for this Park Streamers. We need to get some more.
So I can do that. Get some drops.
And Jabba Nobata. All right. All right, there we go.
So okay, real quick, back to the Halloween thing. I just want to ask Living Dead fam: have you guys gone to Oogie Boogie Bash?
We have. It's been a few years, but we did go and really enjoyed it. Yeah. It was a lot of fun dressing up and taking the kids and getting the candy and.
Well, the reason I'm asking is for two things. One, because it's such a different vibe. It's not the same spooky vibe. It's more that kind of silly trick or treaty kind of very family oriented type of vibe. So I wasn't sure if that's the kind of thing where you guys are all, this isn't really Halloweeny enough for us. We like a little more.
We take it all. And you know what's really cool about Oogie Boogie Bash, to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying, is there's two different vibes in the parks. You've got a much lighter color vibe going on in Disneyland. And then when you cross the promenade and go into DCA, the lights change, the color themes change. It is a little bit darker, spookier. So even the park offers both different spooky and atmosphere. Yeah, from one park to another. So with Oogie Boogie Bash being at the other park, it is a little spookier over there, in my opinion, than at the Disneyland park.
Yeah, I actually, when you mentioned that, I remembered that last year, Disneyland, it does the more, yellow and orange, like the pumpkin kind of theme. And then when you go to DCA, the banners have a really cool bat pattern on them. And I was like, God, that's a really cool
It's really
graphic for that.
Like
So
purple
yeah, I agree.
lights and the black and purple and the
Yeah.
colors they put on the buildings.
Even the parade too is a little dark too, which
Yeah.
I really like. The dancers, performers, the grave diggers with their shovels
Uh-huh.
that come out. They kind of give like a little spooky vibe, and even the dancers too. The ballroom dancers from the Haunted Mansion, they're just kind of ghoul looking. Their makeup's done up pretty cool and stuff like that. So I like how it, like what she was saying, it's a little bit more darker over there for on the DCA side compared to the Disneyland side.
And Cars Land is just so
Yeah, oh, yeah.
neat at spooky season.
Yeah.
I love it all. I don't, if it's it can be scary, it can be, fall feeling, be it the apple orchards and fall leaves and blankets and pumpkins and lattes, or take and run with it to the scary fun stuff. Like, we're all in on any of it. It doesn't have to just be scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Very
happening
cool.
now. The buzz is in the air right now. There's
How cute.
our streams. They're all of the stores, the department stores are starting to put out Halloween.
Yeah, I see all your updates on Instagram. You guys are like, oh, Costco's got this out now.
I know it might be early for most, but like we were saying earlier, I think Halloween next to Christmas, it's one of the biggest holidays that's celebrated
Oh
here
yeah,
in the United States. So
gigantic holiday now.
look at all
Or
our
screen the other day where you guys did all the shopping from store to store. That was cool.
Yeah, we're doing the crawls. Every department store's got the big box stores are coming up. Lowe's and Home Depot are ready to drop there. In fact, we were just there at Lowe's today, and they already got all of their merchandise up
Way up.
way up on the racks.
We're
They're
up there
ready.
with our cameras. We're zooming in.
You guys are looking at item numbers, writing them down, and researching it. That's apparently a pumpkin with this kind of a face. And
yeah.
When you got scared, that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that one.
Like, that
kid,
was just
that old lady
hilarious.
with the long hair.
I was
That
not
was funny.
expecting that jump scare at.
I had to rewind it like 3 times because
Yeah.
it made us roll. It was
We-
fine.
Come in here, come watch this. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
hey guys, real quick, Izzo's Plays. We need to say a quick thank you. He pushed Doom Boogie and Winx Wild Ride up to 125. So, thank you so much,
That
Izzo.
was amazing.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much. Wow.
So we're at 95.76 for a team, guys. This is crazy. So Winx, if you're Linda Lou, I saw you pop in right now. If you want to let Winx know that he is cleared to join us at the CHOC Walk on Sunday if he's available. He has made it to the 125 level and can now be able to join us. Make sure to check in on Friday or Saturday this week.
Thank you, Izzo.
That's awesome. Izzo, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Much
Izzo.
appreciated.
That's awesome.
This is so much fun, guys. I can't tell you. It's crazy. All right. I think we
Next
got
topic.
I was going to say we got one last topic that we wanted to bring up, and that is the rumor that there is going to be a little bit more refurbishment possibly happening at Disneyland in the coming years. This is still just in the rumor stage. Everybody's expecting it to possibly be one of the D23 announcements, but there is the chance that we may be getting a new Tomorrowland.
I don't know anything about this. I gotta leave. I'm kidding.
We heard the rumors too.
You guys talk first, and then I'll tell you my little spiel of what I can say and can't say.
All right. Does anybody have any information or any thoughts that they would like to share regarding a new Tomorrowland? Have you heard anything? What's the news you guys have heard?
Lots of rumors,
It's
but
definitely
nothing
needed. It's
believable.
Yeah.
okay. It's hard for that area of the park to advance. Really, it's called Tomorrowland. They're trying to put stuff in there that's going to showcase what in the future. And I just feel like it's just always, whenever they try to update it, it's just a tough one. It's hard to, I don't know how they'll ever get ahead of the curve there, if you will, for updating that area. It's a whole chunk of the park that just kind of needs a facelift, in my opinion. It still looks like it's stuck in the 80s or 90s. And just the only thing they can do is they keep throwing on a fresh coat of paint,
right,
whether it's bronze or
bluish silver or something.
Yeah. It's somehow Florida has managed to be successful with it. I'm not sure what it is about the Orlando's Tomorrowland. It's stood the test of time, and I don't know, just for some reason here on the West Coast, you're at Disneyland. It's been a challenge, so to speak. So, but I'm excited. Hopefully they can give us something neat and exciting to experience. So we'll have to wait to see what they come up with.
Yeah,
Definitely. We're all hoping for sure.
What's that?
They're not afraid of doing it either. I mean, obviously, look at the other side of the park. They shut that whole zone down. So
yeah, that's exactly it. They're not afraid to take big chunks of the park down at a time. So
yeah,
exactly.
So George and Lynn, have you guys heard anything about this? And what are your thoughts as far as a new Tomorrowland go?
We watched we like watching a lot of YouTube on the history of Disneyland. So we were watching. It's funny that it got brought up today. We were watching about the People Mover and the world of how the World's Fair with the Carousel of Progress, and we were both commenting to each other that it's really not Tomorrowland anymore. And then you add in a little bit that you've got some Star Wars mixed in Tomorrowland, when now it should be in Star Wars Land or
right.
And Pixar too.
I think it's time. It was even. I thought it was kind of funny because they're talking about making the Autopia cars, or they're going to make the Autopia cars electric, and even that's not like World of Tomorrow either, because that's today. So
right.
I think tomorrow. I think from a guest perspective, I think the term "it's about time" is what I think. Now, as long as they don't do it this summer with all the other closures, but no, I think like Walt said, it's you can't get mad when they go to change something, because that was his goal. It was ever changing. It's never done. Disneyland's never going to be complete. And I think if Walt was alive today, I think he'd want Tomorrowland redone.
100%.
He'd want it to be the world of tomorrow. And that was his own goal with Epcot. And when you watch these videos, his own voice, his own words were, "It needs to be the world of tomorrow." And I think if Walt was alive today, he would have stayed on top of it actually, and kept adding things, because he was changing it. That's our 2 cents, I think.
It's really hard though, because I mean, if you think about it, what would the world of tomorrow be nowadays?
Right, and that's what I was going to say. They need to kind of ditch the idea of Tomorrowland as in predicting the future anymore. Things just move too fast now. I mean, when they developed the Tomorrowland that we kind of remember, the 1967 Tomorrowland, it hadn't reached the moon.
Yeah.
We've got stuff on Mars that is sending us information now. We've got computers in our pocket that are more powerful than how they got to the moon. So I think they need to kind of ditch the idea of, and like you guys were saying, there's no way to stay ahead of the game.
Right.
It moves so fast now. I think they should just kind of go with a Tomorrowland and kind of basically take us back to that time when jetpacks were supposed to be happening and flying cars are just around the corner, everybody, kind of thing, and have a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek, wink at the camera kind of a Tomorrowland. That would be my thing. And go with a retro. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. They could do something like Tron, or
that's exactly where I was going to go. I was like, you get that fun, funky kind of retro look in the daytime, but all those shapes become the grid as soon as night falls, and then you turn Tomorrowland into the grid, and it's Tron Legacy style, and you can have, you know, Daft Punk playing throughout the land, which I think everybody would love.
Yep.
You get
And, you know,
Starcade.
exactly. Yeah. Bring back an arcade, you know, have the end of line club. I mean, it's kind of tough because, you know, technically Disneyland doesn't want to serve alcohol, but if you do it like an Noga's Cantina, where it's a secluded kind of thing, and it's the specialty drinks, and you do end of line club, that would be gangbusters, I think.
I think the problem with Tomorrowland, and you hit on it a little bit, is you've got the Carousel of Progress empty. You've got the People Movers track is just sitting there. There's just so much space that is not being utilized. That
the 3D theater that hasn't been used in years.
Cacaneo.
You know, the platform above the People Mover isn't being used.
Right.
Put the orbiters back on top.
Exactly.
I know.
Yep.
I think, you know, if they were to take a look at, I mean, if I were in their position, I'd be looking at all my IP that focuses on something in the future, you know, like obviously the Buzz Lightyears and stuff like that. And those are really the only kind of IP that you could put into the park, you know, into quote unquote Tomorrowland. But really, is that cool either, you know?
Well, that's why for me, it's like if they ditch a tomorrow theme and just go with a, you know, it's Tomorrowland, but a tomorrow from what people thought, you know, 60, 70 years ago, what tomorrow was going to be like, and have fun with it, then you could do a Buzz Lightyear, you could do a Star Tours, you could have Space Mountain, you could have electric cars, and it all kind of, it kind of meshes under that, you know, sort of theme of
Flynn's Arcade, bring the arcade back.
Yeah.
People
I love
love
that
that
arcade.
arcade. If you went in that arcade, my kid, you had to pull him out of it. And then we went to Disney World, and he wanted to go there. You know, arcades, I know they're a little retro, but at least it is something.
Yeah. But I think there's a market for that. And I always say it's kind of like music. Every genre of music has incredible music. There's the crap, the cheeseball stuff, the throwaway things, but there's always those incredible artists that, you know, blazed the trail or did something different that make that genre stick. You know, otherwise we wouldn't still have, you know, rap music if it wasn't that there is fantastic rap music. We wouldn't still have, you know, twangy country if it wasn't that there is really good music in there. And I think video games is kind of the same way, because my son, even when he was little, he loved Flynn's Arcade.
Yeah.
Because putting a quarter into a machine with this giant TV in there, and like it was like, this is mind blowing. This is crazy. What are we doing? You know, and it's like, those are just, that doesn't even look like real graphics. Are you kidding me? But he had fun with it. Loved playing Centipede and all the weird games, you know, that we used to play. So I think there's a market for that.
I agree.
Yeah. When they did it at CA for Tron, right? When Tron, the reboot came out, you couldn't even get in that arcade that they had set up over there. Like it was just packed. So definitely. Thank you.
Well, and then the music, like you were saying, the Daft Punk, the music. The kids love. Like I said, you had to pry my kid out of there. He didn't want to. Lynn and I were sitting on a bench, just falling asleep. And yeah, it was. They loved it, and Flynn's Arcade was huge.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't brought electronica back.
It reminds me of when you watch Back to the Future 2 and how they predicted the future, like how cheesy that is. It's kind of like the same idea, I think. Like you watch it now and we laugh like, oh, this is what they thought it was going to be like right now. And, you know, that's the kind of idea that I think, like when you go to Tomorrowland, it's like that same concept. Like, shouldn't we be having hoverboards right now? Didn't they say that in Back to the Future? Come on. Like, where's my flying car?
Yeah, but the laser show they had at Electronica, the DJ, I think if they were to bring Tron to Tomorrowland and Flynn's Arcade, they could do something really cool with it.
Yeah, there's definitely a market for it. I think there's still enough people that love it, and would be willing to go and check it out and have it be the kind of place where they'll be willing to hang out and spend money.
Yeah.
Doom Boogie, welcome in. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you have reached the $125 mark on the CHOC Walk fundraiser. So that gives you the option to walk with us on Sunday, should you be available. I honestly, I don't think I know at all where Doom Boogie resides or if they're anywhere near Southern California. So
He's got a pass.
Okay, always got a pass.
So, Doom Boogie, like I said, you're more than welcome to join us on Sunday for the walk. You have cleared that hurdle. So you would just need to check in on Friday or Saturday at the Westin Hotel.
Wonderful.
And we are now at 96.76. Holy mackerel.
Wow.
My goodness, you guys are amazing.
And I'm going to copy TPC. So if I pass that $1,000 mark, which we're close to, close to that. What was it?
The ticket and
giveaway.
The Park Hopper ticket.
And if you would like to have a hangout with Cordy in California, I offer that as well. Again, like TPC said, not required, but if you'd like to.
Well, I'll do the same thing, but I'm a little ways from 1,000, so I don't know.
We got time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do the same thing too, but nobody wants to hang out with me. Maybe they might hang out with her.
Everyone wants.
Stop it, Donnie. I know.
You're so wrong.
Love you, honey.
So again, thank you so much, guys. I can't begin to tell you how flabbergasted I am that although I shouldn't be, I shouldn't be after what I've seen you guys do in the community raising funds. You know, I've got the crazy hat to prove it. So you guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much, everybody.
Cordy has just passed you now, Danny. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Sorry. Wanted to rub it in there a little bit.
I know. I was about to donate $15 to myself just to pass her.
Anonymous.
Yeah. Oh, look, an anonymous person just donated $15.
Scully, Star Fashion, Scully Girl 50 says, "You guys are the best. This whole chat is awesome. Thank you."
Yeah, seriously, we've got the best chat out there. That's no question.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't deep in thought there. Wait, have we heard from everyone now about Tomorrowland? What's going on? I wasn't keeping track of who.
Yeah, we've heard from everybody except for you, Bob.
Yeah, it's your turn. It's your turn, Bob.
Lay it on us, Bob.
All right.
Let's hear it.
So here's what I can tell you and what I know so far regarding some of these rumors. So there is a rumor that they're supposed to be releasing information at D23. Again, it's just rumor, but what I'm hearing is that this is not the Tomorrowland remodel that you guys are hoping for or expecting. It's more of the Tomorrowland remodel from 1998 with a bigger budget. And so really there's no plans to do anything with Space Mountain or Star Tours. They do want to update Astro Blasters. From what I hear, there's no plans to move Astro Orbiter back up to the top, which would be great of the People Mover. I know. They're planning on getting rid of, I think I talked about this one. They're planning on getting rid of the theater that is underneath or by Space Mountain there. You know, the one that last showed the Path of the Jedi and Captain EO and all those, Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. So they're supposed to be getting rid of that, but they have not said what they're going to do there. They have not said anything about what they're going to do with Interventions or, what are they calling it now? I can't remember, the launch bay. Thank you. And they are talking about demolishing the People Mover track. But that People Mover track is attached to several buildings, so they can't really detach it from all the buildings. But they're not saying if they're going to bring it back or not. Obviously, the Topia is being redone and it's going to be all electric cars, so that's changing as well. And the last thing I heard is that there's going to be one major new ride, and that's it. So that's what's being planned from what I've heard. And again, this is it's from my source, but it's rumor and speculation because I don't have any proof of it. So take it with a grain of salt if you like. But that's what I'm hearing. So far, my source has been pretty good on a lot of things. So I'm kind of hoping they're right, not right, because there's some things in there I'm like, really? They're not going to do anything with this? And they're going to, okay, fine, whatever. So that's what I'm hearing so far. And that's about as much as I can talk about. They have not said anything. Jordy's like, Tron? Nothing's been announced for Tron. I would love to see something like that happen. Obviously, some of you were putting in the chat, love to see like a Flynn's Arcade or, you know, or the End of the Line Club or something like that. That would be amazing. That would be really cool. And I know you guys were briefly talking about that. But the problem is that, you know, they don't have a lot of innovation or innovation, you know, for Tomorrowland. It's been a long, long time since we've had that. I would love to see it. And Donnie, I know you're talking about, hey, maybe we could, you know, reach into those IPs, but I don't want to reach into those IPs. I want to have something original and something new, you know, like Space Mountain. That's kind of new and original that, you know, came out. And by the way, speaking of Space Mountain, I don't know if you guys know this, but I got to talk history today. Today, July 15th of 1975 was the actual start of the construction date for Space Mountain, which would open 2 years later, obviously. Or almost 2 years later, 1977. So can you imagine it was, you know, back in July 15th of 1975, they actually started building that attraction. But see, that's the thing. Disney needs to do more original stuff. I would love to see I love Tron. I would, you know, love to see all that stuff, you know, come back from Tron and be there. That would, to me, be a little more futuristic and really cool. As much as I know some of you are like, don't do anything with Star Tours. Some of you are like, yeah, get rid of Star Tours and put it back over to Galaxy's Edge. I know a lot of people don't want anything done to Space Mountain. But to be honest with you, now that I've been on a few different Space Mountains, especially the one in Paris, I got to tell you, I love the fact that the Paris one launches and goes upside down. I know it's more family friendly and it's original ride over there in Disneyland, but I would love to see that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's
okay. That's what I know.
That's all the same rumors basically I heard as well too. The one thing I didn't understand about in all those rumors, how just like you were saying, they were going to think about tearing down the People Mover tracks, and that's the same thing I heard too. But I couldn't mess that up in my head and try and figure out why would they spend money to tear down the People Mover tracks and all that time when it's not gaining them anything at all. I just couldn't figure that out. That's why all those rumors, I always take them with a grain of salt. And I'm totally right there with you too about the IP thing. I was just saying that's me trying to get inside their head thinking, oh, the only thing we could do is put in IP stuff, you know, but yeah, I'm totally with you. I'd rather have non-IP stuff, more original stuff, you know, and if they were going to do something like futuristic stuff as far as IP, they could put it in DTA, you know.
I gotta be honest with you, I would love to see them do, you know, People Mover again and rebuild it. The problem with that is the whole, you know, we have a lot of ADA accommodations that need to be made for these rides nowadays. And you literally have to have an exit, you know, for that ride every, you know, so many feet, yards, whatever. And it would probably be a little too difficult. And unfortunately, that's the state of California right there. You know, that's preventing something like that from happening. And they had their chance to do it back when they were doing rocket rods, and they chose to do rocket rods instead of People Mover. And we all know how that turned out, unfortunately. And I feel lucky enough to have ridden that ride. But I got to be honest with you, when I'm on the monorail or I'm around the subs or I happen to be, you know, over by the Autopia or anywhere near the old People Mover track, I see that and my heart kind of sinks and I go, man, I wish I could, you know, be on that thing. Or even on the Astro Orbiter. I love getting on the Astro Orbiter and riding around and seeing the track down below. It's so cool to see that track, even though, you know, it's a defunct ride and it's been gone for many, many years. But who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and, you know, maybe that will be one of the, you know, new rides that we do get, or maybe they'll, you know, do something similar to it in the future. We'll see.
Yeah. Breaking news. Theme Park Casual overtakes Cordy in California thanks to Izzo's Place.
Oh, Izzo, man, you are the
Izzo
man,
donated
Izzo.
$11 to get me $1 above Cordy.
I'm thinking we might have
Thank
to do
you,
something for
Izzo. Thank you.
Wow, look at that. Okay.
Funny.
All right, so Izzo, I just need like $400 more. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome. That's so
I'm just going to donate 12 to Cordy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Like
gonna be going on for a while.
$1.
Yeah.
This is now a mission.
Seriously though, guys, thank you so much. This is amazing. We're just over $300 away from hitting 10,000. That is crazy.
I know.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And
we
I gotta
still
be
have
honest
this
with you, I
week.
think it's gonna happen. I mean, the one thing, Coda couldn't be with us tonight. He's actually Disneyland. He's also, I think, doing another stream, and he's probably raising money as well. So, and I'm sure all of us are going to be trying to raise as much money as we can before the end of the week. And I think we're going to, pass our $10,000 goal, which is amazing. Because to be honest with you, when we set our goal, we're like, should we try for 2,000? Okay,
I know.
We were thinking, maybe we'll get
know.
it. We don't know if we will or not. And the fact that we've been able to do that and more is pretty amazing. And I got to be honest with you, I Living Dead fam, I'm so happy Mary was on with us tonight and shared that story with us, because I had no idea. Now I feel like, wow, we're walking for not just one family, we're walking for your family as well, which is close to our team. You are our team. And then, obviously we're walking for other, families as well. But I think it means something even more special because of your family and being a part of this team. So
I know we are representing many, but we'll definitely have buttons of Silas for everybody, so you can.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome, yeah, we'd love to wear it.
Yes.
Yeah. And Holly just pushed Cordy up to 939, so I'm back to second place.
Wow, that's a bummer. Yeah. That's
I'm waiting for
Holly's $4.
Hilarious.
Holly, I didn't do it.
You guys are cracking me up.
You guys,
I love that.
Oh, and here's another thing. If I hit the $1,000 either now or on Wednesday, I will have the crazy hat in tow. And regardless of how hot it is, I will be wearing the hat should we cross $1,000 anytime between now and Wednesday.
You're gonna melt.
I'll be live. I'm live streaming on Wednesday, so I'll be wearing it in the park on the stream should we hit $1,000
during the day or during the walk.
During the stream on Wednesday, I'll be wearing it.
Oh, okay. During the stream, God, Lord, dude, it's gonna be bacon.
Yeah, well, if everybody's willing to put out their money to support CHOC and get us to hit these goals.
Sweaty head.
Yeah. Even little Winnie the Pooh's going to be mad. He's going to be like, "Get me out of here."
Okay, well, don't forget, you can also donate to Berry Place 28 for the $50 tonight, because we're going to do that raffle tonight. So at the end of Q&A, I think so.
Oh yeah. Put the picture of it back up so everybody can see it again in case they weren't here.
So yeah. Oh, the picture. Sorry.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me get that picture.
So Berry Place is raffling off tonight. You're going to do it to anybody that donated $50 to your account.
Give me 1 second to bring it back up. There we go. And let me share that. And there we go. So for those of you who missed it earlier today, I'll take that down. I am going to raffle off tonight the Haunted Mansion Omni Mover patent that is actually signed by the Imagineer Bob Gurr himself. So if you want to enter that today, I'm just asking people to donate $50 or more. Obviously, every $50 you donate, you get an entry into it. We're going to raffle this off tonight after we do Q&A at the end of the stream. So hopefully I can get up to Danny and Cordy's level. But yeah, if you guys donate $50 or more. And by the way, I'm doing two of these. I'm doing one tonight, and then I'm doing another one for the rest of this week. I'm doing it all week. Actually, anyone that donates during this time, that $50 more, I will put them into a drawing, and we're going to do a drawing on my birthday, July 25th, while we're live at the park. And so someone will have a chance to win two of these, or one of these, another one of these. Yeah, see, I can't even see what I can't even speak. I'm out of it. All right.
So you don't have too much time to get in on this drawing here tonight. You do need to get the $50 in on Barry Place 28's account before we end the stream. We'll be doing that at the very, very last part of the yeah, I'll be streaming the Valbun.
Whatever.
So if you want to get in on the drawing for that the illustration and patent signed by Bob Gurr, and that is a wet signature. That is not just, that is an actual signature from Bob Gurr. If you guys know your Disney history, Bob Gurr is responsible for probably for all of the classic attractions that you used to love to sit in, and some of the ones that we currently still get to sit in, like the fire engine. He's the one who developed and built that. So
yep, the horse's carriage, the Matterhorn, Omni Movers, you name it.
It's actually him that signed it, right? It's not AutoPen.
Yeah, no, it's him. He actually signs all these. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah, and he is still alive and kicking, and just as feisty as and ornery as ever. He's got his own podcast, and he ripped off opening it with "Hey Kids" from me. So
I know.
And we have a donation from Izzo's Place to possibly get in on that drawing now.
Yeah. Refreshing.
What? Oh, Izzo. Wait, because Izzo, thank you, Izzo. He already donated $50 earlier, 25 separate, but I'm counting it as one, and now he did it a second time. So, wow. Thank you so much. Your name is being added back to, so you're twice now, Izzo. Thank you.
Awesome. And honestly, Izzo, thank you so much for all the donations. You've been spreading the love all over the team tonight. And so we do thank you for that, as well as, all of you that have been, donating to several streamers and making your donations. We do appreciate all of you guys. This is amazing.
Yep.
It's just Izzo and Holly are doing it for comic effect. Here and there.
So, man. But I like that comment effect. Keep it coming.
Yeah. I think they're doing it from the heart, but it does make us giggle at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alan,
we are
2 miles, right? That we walk? Isn't it about
it's 3? It's just about 3 miles. It's a 5K.
About 3 miles.
Yeah.
Alan.
3 miles? You didn't tell me it's 3 miles. Are you kidding? Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I'm going to bring it back up. Because whoops, that's not it. Hold on 1 second. I was trying to share my screen here so we can go back to our
3 miles, Matt, and that's what Cordy does in Power Hour, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that's like the first hour and a half of our days at the park.
Yep.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've been doing, and actually I haven't even done the last 2 weeks, I've slumped off there, but you can actually put the miles. So all the people who are on the Park Streamers team, you can actually put an activity on there for all the miles that you've been walking up to this point. So I've been cataloging all the miles I've been doing since March. Cordy has 32.29. I know she's got more than that, but that's what she's.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't added anything in a long time. So I'm
Theme Park Casual's got 35, and then I got 203.84. Woo! But again, I still have not added the ones from the last couple weeks. But you guys can do that as well. It's kind of cool to see what we've done, and I've only been putting in the days that I'm going to, these theme parks, but it's really kind of neat, when you see it's not just the money we're trying to raise, it's the, the activities that we're doing and whatnot. But all of you who are donating, you guys are just as much part of this as we are. So thank you.
That's cool. You can just go back and look at your Fitbit.
Yeah. I look at my Apple Watch and I'm like, oh, really? Did I walk that much? Wow. Oh, I love it. Wait, this is awesome. Gotta do a solo layout. There we go.
There's the hat, guys, and thank you to Pirate Girl Trish for pushing us to $1,000, unlocking the ticket. So you guys we are doing the ticket giveaway, and should somebody
that is amazing
local win, or somebody that can actually use the ticket, hopefully, if you would. I will be happy to join you at the park for, a little while, or we could do rope drop to close. I'm up for that as well.
Wow, that is
so Wednesday night, awesome. I'll be dealing with this all night long.
And then Oh, geez. And wow.
Well, it's Disneyland's birthday on Wednesday. If you guys didn't know, July 17th. So I'm sure there's going to be tons of streamers there. If any of my streamer friends are there at the park in the evening, I'm more than happy to hang out so that at least it's, you guys will be able to kind of help me feel not as weird as I'm getting all the funny stares and side eyes as I'm walking by.
I was planning on going to.
That brings out your eyes.
Yeah, it brings out your eyes for sure.
I think it brings out everybody else's eyes. Everybody else's eyes are going like this.
Is it just me, or does it look like the Chiquita banana? Oh, never mind. Forget it.
I'm telling you. Here's the funny thing is I get the looks and I start feeling, uncomfortable at first, and then I just get used to it. And I just, I forget that it's there. Jen made it so perfect that it sits just right. And it doesn't lean anyway. It's not like hurting my neck to have it on. I can go the whole day with it. I've literally gone hours with it on. So she did such a fantastic job of balancing it. But here's the funny thing is when I'm on the stream, I don't see myself. And then there's times where I'll like get by a window or something and I'll see it and I'll just like, oh my God, that just looks ridiculous. I'll realize why everybody's looking at me because I'm just like, I forget how tall it is. I forget that it's like way up. It's like, this is how high I have to put my arm almost straight all the way up to reach the top of it. And so I can't even I can't put my bag over my head. I have to do, just, shoulder sling when I'm doing this. But yeah, this is an amazing hat. I will always love this hat. I thank you so much, Jen, for how much heart you put into it and how you made it something that, nobody else could wear this hat but me. And that's what I love about it. It is my hat. So thank you. And like I said, I'll be wearing this all night on Wednesday.
I'm going to switch my night to Wednesday now.
And I've got the ceiling fan on and the AC, and I'm already hot. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like on Wednesday. I may have to get like a little skull cap, a little plastic thing so that I don't ruin the hat.
We'll come hang out with you and bring fans, and we'll just walk next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Paul's got the perfect thing. He says you need to install a honey cam into that hat.
I need I need a tiny little gimbal for Pooh up here, and he'll
Oh my God, that's
I can't
hilarious.
even reach Pooh. Pooh is here.
So, by the way, Angel R says, "Does Jen do custom crochets?" Jen, would you like to take that one?
Yeah. Customs, I do. I try to do customs the best I can. I usually do what I've already known. It just helps me. It depends on the custom. So hit me up, let me know, but it does always depend on the custom. I know you see a hat like that and you think, well, I can do anything. But sometimes I have to remind people, I am working with yarn. It's, I try my best. So just let me know, hit me up on Instagram, and I'll see if I can help you out.
Very nice. And Tom F says, just put an ice bucket under the hat.
Put some ice in.
Ice vest, you just put an ice cap on, you'll be good to go.
I might bring a blue ice and just kind of have that,
What? Are you serious? Are we already 123 to goal?
Thank you to the members and Most Wanted. They pushed me over 1,000. So
oh my goodness. Wow, you guys.
For someone that I don't even know what to say. You guys were so wonderful.
Yeah, Holly says 24-hour Pooh ride stream while eating Tigger tails.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So,
one Tigger tail, and I'm like, zzz, zzz.
Now I will say though, hey, Lynn, 1,050. She's still above the two of you, and she did an amazing job. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
thank you, Lynn. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. All
Yeah,
right, so we do have you do have a few more minutes to get in on the Bob Gurr signed patent illustration on Berry Place 28's account. So I guess we can open it up to Q&A now. Give a couple minutes for people to donate to get on the giveaway for the Bob Gurr patent illustration. But we do have a question. Tom F. Okay, what is a Tigger tail? Never had one.
Oh, I got to show you on one of my streams there, Tom, because he's always on my streams. I'll take this one. So Tigger Tiger Tail is marshmallows on a stick that's been dipped in caramel or caramel, I don't know how you say it. And then then they take it and they dip it in sometimes it's milk chocolate or dark chocolate, depending on what they're going for. And then sometimes they drizzle it, especially if it's a Tigger tail, they drizzle it to make it look like Tigger's tail. And it's really, really cool. So it's something really amazing. I love them. I think they're really tasty and really good. So yeah, that's what it is. I guess we're gonna have to buy one on our next stream there, so you can check it out, Tom.
And we actually renamed it the Tiki Tiger Tail.
We did. I was gonna say that too, but my cat was named Tiki after the Tiki Room, unfortunately, and it's so sad. It's gonna be I think it was a year ago today. I think it was that she passed away, unfortunately, and so yeah, we renamed it for that for my cat, and we miss her dearly. But she was an amazing little, Maine Coon, and yep, we named it Tiki Tiger. I still call it Tiki Tiger Tail, but I know everyone else still refers to it as a Tigger Tiger Tail. Let's see. All right. Well, one of the other questions we got, Randy. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Did you talk about the possible CM strike? We'll take a vote on July 19th. We really didn't talk about too much, Randy. We're all kind of aware of it, and we're kind of waiting to see what happens, I think. And then I think we'll have more discussion, because depending on what happens at that vote will really possibly affect the park. So at that point, I think we'll have more to say. Oh, thank you, Tom. I appreciate it for baby loss. Yeah. And Alan says, Maine Coons are gigantics from right here. They are. They can be. Sorry, Cordy. I think
Oh no, I know. We both were like, I love this. This is actually Shannon. So she's her family is visiting from up north. So they were in Vegas, and now they're going to Knott's tomorrow. So I just thought I wanted to throw out one thing that you're like, don't miss at Knott's.
Ooh.
I would say if you like roller coasters, you have to go on Ghost Rider, but you have to be there for basically rope drop and go straight to Ghost Rider. And even then, it's probably still going to possibly be a half-hour line at least. But Ghost Rider is if I could have one ride in my backyard, I would pick Ghost Rider over even rides at Disneyland. I love Ghost Rider. So that would be my must do. As far as food, anything boysenberry, because boysenberry isn't very easy to come by in most places. So get a boysenberry funnel cake, boysenberry. I love doing the boysenberry icy float. Those are good.
Or just get the boysenberry. Well, they have the churro factory, but I always get the boysenberry sundae, which I love. But they do, and I know this is not boysenberry related, but they have a pina colada funnel cake right now for the summer, which is only available for the summer. So that might be something cool to try.
That sounds good.
It is. Well, they also have a shrimp and crab roll. It's huge. And that's really worth the money as well. So, and that's only a summer thing as well. But Boardwalk Barbecue for sure. I want pancakes with boysenberry syrup now. I know.
I want boysenberry syrup.
You know, it's sad. I think I have some over here in my pantry.
Okay, we're all going to Bob's house.
Yeah.
Get the griddle ready.
Did I say that?
Yes. Hang is it hang? Was it hang?
Hang
time.
Hang time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crazy ride. Yeah. Definitely a crazy ride, but it's a good ride. It is a very good ride.
Have you guys had the chicken dinner at Knott's? So I will say the chicken dinner in the past has been really, really good, but unfortunately it's not as good. The last couple times I've had it, it was good, but not great. Not like it was before. So, I mean, if you've never had it, I would say go try it and experience it. But yeah, not on the top of my list anymore like it used to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I haven't had it for probably about 2 years, but it was fantastic. And I got the 3 chicken breast dinner. So yeah, 3 chicken breasts. And then you get rhubarb, you get rolls, you get corn, I think you get mashed potatoes and you get a slice of pie. So, and that's that at the time it was like $32, I think, for that. But technically you had 3 meals out of it if you take it back to your house or hotel or whatever.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I actually think that the Plaza Inn chicken is probably better right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
the boysenberry pie, Danny just said that. Oh, don't pass on that one. That one is good.
But a lot of it's good nostalgia memory from growing up and going there. And I can't argue that the Plaza is good, but there's just something about going to Knott's. It's a lot of food. It's fun, and you can't beat boysenberry pie. And then and she got what'd you get, the pot pie?
Oh yeah.
And it was good. That was good too. So
okay.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of has their own taste a little bit. From what I remember, the chicken breast at Knott's, they were sizable chicken breast, so they weren't measly little pieces. So
it's not like Cordelia was cooking, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, unfortunately, she also says, I want to meet you guys in person tomorrow, but I'm not going to be at Knott's Berry Farm tomorrow. I think it's Wednesday. I'm going to Disneyland, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not able to get to any of the parks tomorrow. I'll be at Disneyland on Wednesday.
We did
What?
it.
We did
Are
it?
you serious?
Shush up. Get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Slim Devin and Izzo put together brought us way over the top. You guys.
Whoa, Izzo, you donated to
Izzo.
mine. Whoa, dude.
That is awesome.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh my gosh. None of you get super chats till next year. I'm fine with that. Well,
I'm perfectly fine with that, Izzo. That is extremely generous. That's
I gotta put you on the board 2 more times, Izzo.
Yeah, and Slim Devin, thank you for the $10, the ice cream cones. We'll get ice cream next time we're at the parks, man.
Amazing people.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. This is, I mean, seriously, I would have prepared something if I had thought we were going to hit 10,000 tonight. I would have had more than the hat. I would have made you guys do something.
Oh, wow. That is.
We still have time. You can make us do something on Sunday.
Yeah. I'll figure something out. I'll talk to Mrs. Casual. She'll get you guys good.
Okay.
I'm floored. That's amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to do that. And wow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless right now, you guys. This goes beyond, like I said, anything I could have imagined. We started off with a $2,000 goal, and here we are. This is something, you guys. I am humbled that I'm even a small part of this. It's you guys that are the ones. It's
just
not,
goes to show you the community that we have here.
Yeah, it's you guys are so much more generous than I could have ever imagined, and I already thought you guys were amazing. You guys have gone above and beyond.
Yeah, $10,000 is a lot of money. A lot of money. A lot of people don't have $10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. I can't even. I have no words. I can't even imagine. It's mind blowing.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome.
To say my heart is full is an understatement. Right now, it is literally a moment where my cup runneth over, and I thank all of you for that. This is I don't take any credit for any of this. This is me just sitting back watching the amazing people that are around me be amazing.
I'm not crying. You're crying. You know what? Izzo's place says, that's so crazy. Good people, good cause. And I wasn't even bidding on whiskey for a change.
Well, I was going to say Izzo has a YouTube channel. He does woodworking, and I believe he does whiskey critiques as well.
You know,
So,
Danny, you do
I
have to take some of the credit. I know it's hard to be humble at the same time, but if it weren't for you, you know.
Well, that's why I said I can't even take the credit, because this was Mrs. Casual's telling me to do it.
Well, then we all need to give her big hugs.
I'm basically I'm following orders.
So she went through you, and then you came here, and then they donated.
Yeah.
So you have to be credited. I know you got to be humble. I know it's good, but
thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. But
you are awesome, man.
You need to go give her hugs from all of us, so she gets like 100 hugs tonight.
And I will say, I'm not going to go into any details, but she could use the hugs right now.
Oh,
we're sending hugs, 100%. She's getting all the hugs.
And
So
everyone,
I appreciate it, guys. She's going to be floored when I let her know what you guys have done tonight. She's going to,
Also, for those of you that want to check out Izzo's place, I just shared the link in the chat to his YouTube page.
Thanks.
Please go there. I've subscribed. Everyone else should give a look. By the way, Izzo, I didn't realize how much you're into whiskey. I love whiskey, so we're gonna have to have talks sometime.
Yeah, even I think it was Zomembe's put in there. Did somebody say whiskey?
I know.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to do.
So yeah, guys, if you wouldn't mind, and I was possibly gonna, I was gonna message Izzo about some woodworking stuff to see if he does commissions and figure something out, because
might have to do something like that for sure. Wait a minute, Izzo, is that really your office there? Oh no, what is that? Is that? I'm like, what is that place up there?
You guys, I'm still floored. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and you guys. Every time I think you guys have amazed me, and there's no way that this community can surprise me anymore with how generous and how amazing they are. They turn and do something like this. It's humbling and an honor to be in this little community that we have here.
That's how we love you guys. You guys bring a lot of joy to a lot of people.
Izzo says,
we get it
exactly,
and in person.
Mm-hmm.
Izzo says, I'll for sure donate a bottle next year. I think we need to donate a bottle to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bob, I know you had needed to try to get this as close to 10 o'clock, and we're getting close to 11 now.
That's right.
So
it's a good cause and a good reason. So I'm not shying away from that. Besides, you usually have to get up earlier than me. So thank you to let's see. Oh, and by the way, Slim Devin, thank you so much for donating to my page tonight too. Izzo's place donated a heck of a lot of money tonight. So you've got 4 places on the board. My dad's got a couple places on the board. Holly's got a place on the board. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you. I'm going to share my screen real quick so you can see the wheel, and we're going to spin it to see who wins this. Oops, I just opened the wrong thing. Hold on one second here. All right. Where did that go? Sorry, I'm looking for my wheel. There's my wheel of names. All right, so here's the wheel of names. Izzo's on there 4 places. My dad's on there twice. We have Holly, and we also... and we have Holly. So there we go. So with that, this is the winner. And thank you again so much, everyone, for donating.
Good luck, everybody.
And
good luck.
The winner is...
No whammies, no whammies.
Izzo's place, which is
Izzo's place. Oh, Izzo, I sort of don't want to win. Oh, come on.
You sort of don't want to win. Well, so yeah,
right.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Izzo. Obviously, you had your place 4 times on the board, so you had a very good chance of winning there. Actually, Izzo, if you would, actually, you know what? I think do I already have your information from a previous prize? I can't remember. Let's see. I'm going to throw this in there anyhow.
Izzo commented, spin it again. If I win again, I'll take it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
All
Thank you,
right.
Izzo. Here we go, everyone.
Oh.
It goes to my dad. Are you sure, Izzo? I'm sure. I know. I'm like, you sure?
Right now, your dad's all, what the heck? He said I could have it.
Don't do that to Pop. That's hilarious.
He's watching right now, Izzo, so I'm sure that he saw that. So congratulations, Dad, on winning that. And Izzo, thank you so much. You know what, Izzo, I don't care. I still want to send you something. So
yeah,
something
Izzo says, cool. Email me a photocopy.
Photocopy. Ugh. Can't believe that, Izzo. You're more than generous. So thank you so much. And by the way, in the short time you've been watching my channel, from that Park Place to now at Berry Place with me, I just want to say thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure having you in my chats. Thank you so much. And I think I'm gonna have to send you my info so we can catch up because I need to talk whiskey with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, Izzo, send me your mailing address if you don't mind, and I'd like to send you out at least some stickers and stuff.
I thought, let's see here. Oops.
All right.
Okay. Are we ready to call this a night?
I think we are. I don't know how to say thank you enough, you guys. Again, this has been a night to remember. It's our first stream on our new channel, and you guys made it something that we will look back on so fondly and with very, very full hearts. Like I said, this was so amazing to see you guys support us, support CHOC. The way you did to have, like I said, I had no idea we were going to reach the $10,000 mark tonight. This is, gosh, what did we start at? I don't even remember.
I want to say it was an 8 something. But I can't
8
remember
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like,
I think we were just over 8,000. So we raised nearly
8,100.
Yeah, we raised nearly $2,000 just tonight.
$2,000 in a couple hours, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. So I can't say thank you enough. What's that?
What a first show, huh?
Yeah, I know. Just think what we got. Just think what the next one's going to be like. Wow.
And it's just a reminder of this is what it's all about. Like this, I know, for us here, this is the reason, right, that we're doing this. It's to give back. It's to share. So it's just, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We want to be rivers, not reservoirs. We want the blessings to come through us onto others. And, again, thank you to you guys for helping us, do something good for people that, may never know our names, but hopefully will be touched by your generosity. So thank you so much, everybody. But before we go, we're going to let everybody say goodbye and let everybody know where they can find them. We'll start with George and Lynn, if you guys wouldn't mind letting everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Instagram. My page is actually George Ray Photography. I just like taking pictures of Disneyland when we're there, and work photos of fire trucks and wildlife. So yeah.
Awesome. And his link is in the chat right there. So if you'd like to go check him out on Instagram, just click that link. And we've got Living Dead Fam, one of our other teammates on the CHOC Walk. Would you let everybody know where they can find you?
Yes. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you for having us on here, and thank you all for your generosity. It's been a great night. You could follow us obviously right here on YouTube, Instagram. Just started a TikTok account, and Facebook, all at Living Dead Fam.
Awesome. And again, thanks for joining us. And we'll see you on Sunday, I trust.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And we've got Donnyland and Jen's Crochet. Would you guys let us know where everyone can find you?
All the socials, Donnyland and Jen's Crochet.
Jen's Crochet is just on Instagram and YouTube.
There's a Linktree link. You can check out all the links there. And thanks for having us on the very first show.
Yeah.
We are totally honored. I can't say that enough. I know it sounds weird, but we are. We're very honored.
Yeah.
And once again, with the whole CHOC Walk thing, I'm no words. Danny, you said it very well. We are just mind blown. But what a community! The community is awesome, and that's literally what we're all about.
We love you.
That's why I started this Donnyland channel. So I'm glad that we're now a part of something else as well. And thank you for having us. Seriously.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate, we love you guys. Ever since you guys started streaming and everything and hanging out with us, we've had a blast. So thank you guys again. And we've got our lovely co-host, Cordy. Would you let everybody know where they can find you?
Yes, of course. First, happy anniversary to Trish and Renato.
No, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
I am on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, Cordy in California.
Awesome. And again, thank you for, like I always say, crashing your streaming thing and telling you, by the way, now we're all hanging out and we're going to do all this fun stuff. And we go to this side. There we go. To Bob, Berry Place 28. Would you let everybody know where they can find you?
Sure. Before I do that, though, I just want to say there's a couple other comments that came in. Gain Life said, I've been ninja watching and utterly blown away by the generosity and kindness of this beautiful community. No idea got much. You all make Disneyland a happy place. So thank you, Gain Life. Really appreciate that. Trish, obviously, happy anniversary to you and Renato. You guys are a great couple, and I'm so glad to know you guys both. And then, of course, Slim Devin Adventure said, much love to you all. So thank you, Slim. You can find me at Berry Place 28 on all my social media channels, which is TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as X. And I will be streaming again on Wednesday, so I hope you guys will come join me. I plan on going during the day, but now I might have to change that to nighttime because Danny's wearing that awesome hat, and I think I need to see it in person. So I've never seen it in person.
Oh, wow. All right. And you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and X, all of them at Theme Park Casual. And also, right here on the channel you're watching, if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are at 123 subscribers now. So thank you so much, everyone. This has been a fantastic night. I can't say thank you enough to how generous this community is. This is just beyond words for me. Like I said, I'm just following orders. Mrs. Casual basically takes the responsibility for putting this into motion. So her extremely thoughtful and generous heart is that initial pebble into the still waters, and we're just seeing the ripples get larger and larger. And I'm so blessed and honored to be a part of it with all of you. So with that, I will say good night on behalf of. If you want to go ahead and put the panel back up, Bob. On behalf of everyone here, we're all looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully you'll join us. We'll all probably be streaming on Sunday at the CHOC Walk. We start bright and early. CHOC Walk festivities begin at 5 a.m. I believe the walk steps off at 5:45. And we continue walking until about 9 o'clock-ish. And then we are released into the parks of our own recognizance, and we can go and have a fantastic time in the parks. I'm planning to be streaming the night before, and then get started probably around 5:30 a.m. for the walk, and we'll be streaming as much as they let us and as much as my batteries allow me. So I'm hoping for a full night. The night before we'll be at Knott's for concerts, back to Disneyland for Power Hour and close out the park. And then I'll probably be heading over to a Denny's or Norm's to get some nourishment, stay up, see if they'll let me charge my batteries a little bit, and then head right back over to Disneyland at 4 a.m. to get into the parking structure. So it's going to be an all-nighter for me. So,
You're going to have company.
By the way, I need to say we are now at 10,130. So,
oh my gosh!
Yes, thank you to Cassandra, Devin. They donated just in the last.
Oh my goodness!
Devin
is just throwing. He's making it rain right now on everybody. He's just sitting there doing this.
Tonight. Here's $10. Here's $10. $10.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. We love you all. But it's getting kind of late for us, and I know those of you on the East Coast, it's very late for you. So again, thank you to all my team here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks so much for everything you're doing and everything you've done. Looking forward to a fantastically fun and crazy Sunday with all of you. So until then, everyone, you'll see us in the parks, and then on Sunday, you'll see us at CHOC Walk. So have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Sweet dreams.
Thank you, guys.
We hope you enjoyed our amazing show tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on the next Park Streamers Hangout. Have a good night, everyone.